witch's cackle comes out, because I got like the black witch's cackle. When that shit comes out, I'm laughing. And if I have to run, because I've been doing that since I was a kid, right? It's usually you see it on like Def Comedy Jam and shit. Like I have to get up and like run around when I laugh, like because it just fucking hits so hard. So when that happens, like I put up the thing where the two black dudes are outside and they're laughing so hard they're like banging on the table and falling over. There's not a laugh like that. Like if you ain't really laugh like that, then you ain't fucking laughed.
Yeah, no, that was good. I've really enjoyed doing the episode with Rob last week as well. That was good fun.
Yep.
Energy's
was.
not the
I mean, it
same
wasn't-
without you though, man.
Yeah, it just wasn't the same. I mean,
Stop it.
I mean, it would have been nice to know what your favorite finger is.
Yeah, well, we've got to ask you about that this week.
Yeah, I didn't even get that.
All right, hang on. Be right back in. We are live though, so when I get back, we're gonna kick this over.
Okay. So it's just us now.
All right, so what do you want to sing, Ron?
I don't know, man. I've been on a Deadpool kick lately.
That fucking movie was so good, dude.
Dude, Crystal and I have never laughed so fucking hard before.
Yeah.
And she
It
hasn't
was-
seen all the movies, you know.
See, it's weird with that one. You only needed the ones that aren't in continuity anymore.
Exactly.
You needed the first Fantastic Four. You needed Ben Affleck's his Daredevil, then her standalone Elektra, and Blade. Like almost
Blade.
everyone has seen fucking Blade, so it was like easy
and then Channing
pickings.
Tatum coming out with as
Which is
Gambit
amazing because he never got his shot, and everything
never
Gambit
got
said was like, "I never got to save anybody," and he did such a fucking good job, man. Dude, that training video of him is great.
killed it.
My name is Jeff. But anyway, with that, g'day. Welcome to this episode of Not So Secret Dad's Business. We've got, I think after today, we've got like 3 episodes left before we wind
That's right.
the show down. So,
And then we're all dying together in tandem as we jump out of fucking plane and then have Taiwanese stripper funeral.
absolutely, that's what's happening. So obviously, I'm Nate Newman. We have the ethereal being, the shining star, the flower of flowers, Judge Gonzo, and of course, we have Rob, the lover of guns, the lover of everything, Judge, the lover of fucking old Smokey. What's happening, people? I'm going to stop rambling.
For that video of the A30, that was ridiculous. It was
The
just like
AC-130?
a 2-lane thing of like ATVs, I guess. And this fucking thing, and you just saw people running around like, what the fuck do I do
Yeah,
now?
so that was
Immediately I
actually a
said to-
training simulator.
Wait, so those weren't people because they were moving like people. Like that wasn't
Yeah. So our simulators will be like that in the military. Like they'll have people do things like, you know, guys.
So what are they shooting if they make sure they're not hitting people? Because the trucks were
Well,
getting blown
no.
up.
It's a simulator. It's like a giant computer game,
Okay.
but it looks
wow. That's
realistic.
fucking
I mean, now granted, I mean, that's exactly how the AC-130 would just operate. It would literally just fly in circles around at what we call racetracks and just
Yeah.
rain everything from minigun ammo to 40 millimeter grenades to
Yeah, because normally
105,
when I see
you know.
those, the people aren't even worried. How high up is that fucking thing that they don't hear it or fucking see it? Like there's just people through a fucking town, and all of a sudden, and then they start running. Like it doesn't seem like they can't just look up and be like, the fucking huge thing's been circling for the past half hour.
I mean, it's like any other aircraft. I mean, you can see it in the air, but I mean, it's a good ways up there. You're talking, you know, easily 5,000, 10,000, you know, feet in the air. You know?
Oh, okay. Oh, so
I
it's,
mean, it's up
it's
there.
tiny. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Especially at night, you're not fucking seeing it. Can we come in a little hot today? Because we shared like rapid fire, like 3 or 4 videos that really fucking bothered all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Which
might come
ones?
in hot today. The one about so we have talked previously about a kid getting bullied at an ice rink because
Oh, yeah.
his friends were 13, 14, found the mom on OnlyFans. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not fucking hard to do. If you, any girl that has an OnlyFans right now that you like or follow, or guy or whatever, anybody, you could just type in blah, 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 OnlyFans leak, and there's an entire website whose job is to put all that shit up. You don't have to sign into anything, no age, no nothing. You're checking everything out for fucking free, okay? They bullied this kid, and the parent and the kid got thrown out, which I thought was fucked up. Then I read the rest of the fucking interview, and she's like, oh my God, there's nothing like when your child gets bullied for something that you can't control. And then proceeded to not take the fucking page down. Okay.
See, that's
so how
fucked up.
bad? Yeah. So how bad do you actually give a shit about that? You've made money. They showed a picture of the people's house. They're not fucking hungry. I'll tell you that much. So you see that, and it doesn't click for you that you now have to stop. But it goes back to this, everything body positive now. Let her do whatever she wants. Not when it's affecting the well-being of your fucking child. Fucking shame on you. You should know better.
Absolutely.
So we sent another one today. Can someone sum up for everybody that's listening this new fucking catastrophe? And which, by the way,
So
I've never seen this kind of story for a guy. Not saying they're not out there, but I know a bunch of my gay and bi friends, they got them. You know how much drama they have? Fucking zero. So explain.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
The one that was sent in the group chat about the lady who, it was a similar situation where her kid was getting bullied.
Are you talking about the Mia Khalifa one?
No. Before
Rob
that,
Dixon?
someone sent one, which is, hold on, I'll fucking find you guys.
It was me. So the kid was, I guess, kid goes to private school or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And getting bullied because, again, kids found his mom on OnlyFans, and so they were bullying him, showing him, screenshots and pictures and stuff like that. So he made suicidal notes. And I guess when in the article or whatever, when it came around to the mom, she had no accountability of it. She was just like, well, that's not my fault.
No, this is what shits me though. It's like accountability seems to be something that men are expected to do, but women can seem to skirt. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all women, right? But if you look at both sides of the coin, a woman will do something fucked up, like her OnlyFans and whatnot, and she'll be saying, "Oh, my kid's being bullied," and they're like, "It's okay, girl. You do you." Empowerment, all this kind of shit. But if that same situation was, say, between the three of us, and I was telling you guys, "Hey, man, I've got my dick out everywhere. Eli's being bullied. I don't know what the fuck to do." You two would hold me accountable and go, "What the fuck are you thinking, man? Just pull the pin on it."
You'd come to us with that situation, and me and Rob would be like, "You're kidding, right? This is for the show. Is this a bit?" Because if you said it was true, I'd be like, "You're an asshole. What the fuck are you doing? You should know better. Shame on you. You should know better."
Exactly. And me and Judge would be like Jay and Silent Bob, going to all these people's addresses and kicking their ass anyway.
Yeah. And it's just been, and look, man, I'm not saying, no, you know what? I'm fucking sick of saying that. Never assume that we mean all people, because every time we've had this conversation, we always say that it's not everybody. It can't be everyone. We don't like when people say all cops. We don't like when people say all black people. We don't like to say all Chinese. None of that shit applies. This is the fucking issue that we're having. There is Alan Moore, right? Let's just say he has 150,000 followers. The guy has movies made after his fucking comic books. He's an Eisner winner. He's won all these prizes, stuff like that. And we have seen a video of a girl who does the same thing over and over again. It starts on the bottom. She shifts her kneecaps back and forth. She looks at the camera. She bites her fucking lip. 300,000 views. You're gorgeous. So, one, sure, put it up. Because I'm not mad at her for putting it up. I'm mad at that shit. How little do you have going in your fucking life that underneath that, guys, I sent you one where the girl was fake. Her head was fucking CGI'd on. And the people underneath it, "You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, I wish I waked up to you every day." Dude, one guy wrote the girl a poem.
Yeah, okay.
Dude,
and that poem
big simp
was,
energy.
"You are an ethereal being, dewdrops of spring, fairy of fairy tales, reflection of light, star of the sky, the brightest of the angels, mermaid of the sea, breath of life, aroma of flowers, personalization of beauty, painting of perfection, good template. That's my favorite one. Good template.
Yeah.
Feeling of softness, a touch of soul, heartbeat. What the fuck?
The poem
dude?
by Nate
Okay.
Newman.
Now, here's the thing. He wrote that shit, hit enter, and goes, she's going to love this. Guys, the woman's head did not match the size or coloring of her body. Then there was other ones that were so bad photoshopped or CGI'd on, it was not even the same person. This person has 400, 500,000 followers, and it's all fucking dudes. So she can put it up. Fucking put up whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. But this simp world that we live in now, like this fucking dude, guys, you heard what he wrote. That's what I sent to them. This is what this fucking dude wrote on this fucking girl's picture that's not even a real person. Because about four pictures down, they showed the real her. She's older, and like her boobs are like they're sagging and shit because she's older or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're not going, that's not this same person. Like, and they're leaving these comments like, what do you think she's gonna call you?
Nah,
Like, it's fucking, dude, guys are
The math ain't mathing, man.
forget women putting these things up. Guys, you gotta do better, man. You gotta fucking do better. Because when Gary Holt made the shirt that said "Kill the Kardashians," because this fucking idiot cunt went up with a Slayer shirt, didn't know a goddamn thing about Slayer. When people asked him about it, he goes, "Yeah, stop making stupid people fucking famous.
Absolutely.
They're not talented. They don't have a talent. They haven't done anything. They haven't built anything on their own. Nothing. And these are the people that everyone's like, I want to live like them. What do you mean? What do you mean you want to? What aspect? You want to be rich? Because that's the only thing that they are. You're not like, oh, I want to be the next Chopin. No, what I'm saying? Like, I want to write a sonata. Like, I want to, no. It's, I want to sit around with a fucking Gucci purse and do nothing and be a bitch forever. And guys are just fucking so all the women who I know who want to be like them, it's idolization, dude, like a creepy golden fucking idol kind of thing. And all the guys are like, why can't I have someone like that? Have you seen them in action? This one runs through fucking dudes like there's a fucking a conveyor belt going into her pussy and out of her fucking ass. And you're like, when's my turn? Like, we got to do better.
And the beauty of that is there's a podcast for that. We've also seen the clip of that in the group chat. Now, Rob, you sent that through, and you're like, okay, I'm fucking done with the internet. And I was like, damn, have you only just seen this? I
bleached my eyes after that. Like, I had to bleach my eyes.
I saw a couple of her videos before I saw that one, and on one of them, I was like, bitch, close your legs, we can smell your breath.
Yeah.
Like, she sits there, a different fucking thing. But again, like, the guys have no self-respect because they're just simping so fucking hard. And the women have no fucking self-respect because they're on a podcast talking about how much they got ran through that week. Like, the fuck?
And then she only took one Plan B, and then she's taking her extra birth control to.
But
to
you can't say anything. You can't be like, have some self-respect, because everyone. Women and your fucking occasional dude that's like, I can bang a fucking feminist if I just agree. Yeah, don't fucking do that. When slut shaming a word came out, I was like, you guys are using the wrong word for this. I don't care if someone's promiscuous. Fucking do whatever you want. Stop putting up billboards about it, knowing people are gonna be like, you go, girl. There's nothing fucking nothing good or classy or dignified about you telling everyone in fucking great detail what you're doing over the course of the week just so you can get some fucking, like, just so you can get some listeners. Nothing. And it's not a generational thing. It is a fucking class and dignity thing. I try to do my best, man. People look at me and are like, oh, heavily tattooed, must be a biker and all the rest of that stuff. But I at least try to compose myself professionally when I'm at my job. And I could be whoever the fuck I want when I get out. But imagine if a bunch of dudes sat around, okay, a bunch of dudes sat around and had a podcast about this chick that he dumped and this one that he came on her face and left or whatever, it would be cancel fucking city. That's terrible. That's horrible. Guys can't talk like that. And blah, 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 blah. These two could talk about sexual exploits at fucking nauseum in great detail.
And
every fucking person
totally
is like,
accepted.
you go. No, you go fucking nowhere. Nowhere. Because again, what these people don't understand is this is going to live forever. Forever.
Yeah.
Jake Paul, this fucking moron, puts up a transphobic fucking quote about this is fucked up. She's a dude and beat up. And they're like, no, she's a chick. She got a vagina. Like, that's just what it is. Yeah, the chromosome thing or whatever. But she's a woman. She went and fought other women. This chick, dude, I saw the punch on the Italian chick. She barely hit her. It was a fucking strong, like, right cross that grazed her, and she started crying.
Yeah.
You're in a boxing ring, dude. He puts up this fucking thing, and then Dana White finally said something where he's like, I don't even pay attention to him. He fought one fucking dude his own age who was a boxer and lost.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking shit show. And again, things live forever on the internet. Jake Paul a couple weeks ago was like, you know, boxing saved my life. I didn't really have a good childhood. Dude, you were on Vine making fucking videos, prancing around in fucking unicorn outfits. What do you mean that this saved your life? You were fucking fine. You and your dumbass brother have been doing fine, sitting in the lap of luxury since 10 fucking years ago. What do you mean? Like, people act like that and then go, oh, no one's gonna see that. We've all lost our fucking, dude, I'm telling you, that's what this show is. We've all lost our fucking minds, man. No one has any self-respect. No one has any dignity. No one wants to tell their kids, no, Dad, 8, I want to chop off my penis. You ain't fucking doing that. You can wait till you get older and fucking do whatever you want. You're not gonna do that now. No, you can't say that, because then people with no kids come out of the woodwork and you know what? You're not reaffirming that. No. He can be whatever he wants. I'll call him whatever he wants.
It's funny you say that too.
Fucking drugs.
Yeah, it's funny you say that though, because I saw a video just this week. It was a skit. It was totally satire, like everything on the fucking internet. It was satire, but he's like he's role playing as him and his kid, and his kid's like, "Oh, Dad, I want a tattoo." He's like, "No, you're not getting a tattoo. Not at 7 years old. You're not allowed to do that. Like, you're gonna be an adult." "Oh, I can't do anything I want to do." He's like, "No, you can chop your dick off if you want." And he's like, what? He's like, if you want to be a girl, you can go chop your dick off. I can't do anything about it. So if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah.
But you can't get a tattoo, man. Just can't do that. But dick chopping, go for it, man.
The amount of people who are non-parents who are making rules for parents, we've gone off the fucking deep end, man. We're so far from the line that it's a dot on the fucking horizon. Have you guys seen the video where the kid in the fox mask and the fox tail is like, my dad used my pronouns today and was fox and fox self, and he's dancing around, and the kid opens up the door. He's like, hey, Dad, thanks for beating me when I was a kid. Now, obviously that's like extra like funny. Listen, man, be what you want to be was an army thing. This is not what they fucking had in mind about that. And I'm saying
it wasn't be what you want to be. It was be all you can be.
Yeah. I had this conversation today with people in the community, okay? They're like, all we wanted was to get our shit, get some rights, and be left the fuck alone. That's all we wanted. Mm-hmm. That's all we wanted. Then these motherfuckers like, I want to fucking, I want to be a deer. I want to be this. I want to be that. And you have to listen to anything I say. No, that's not how it works. If you have a religion, and I don't fucking believe in it, I don't have to fucking say, oh, you know, Zeus bless you or whatever. I don't have to fucking say that. I can say what I'm comfortable saying because that's what I'm fucking used to saying. I'm not saying to disrespect somebody, but just because you found yesterday that you are now a fucking platypus, it's not my job to be like, I'm not going to say anything because you're a platypus. No, I'm not fucking doing that. Your personal ideology does not go over to other people. And for the 15th time, leave the children alone. If you teach a fucking school and you're a kindergarten teacher and you're like, today I'm going to teach them about pronouns. No, teach them pronouns. Teach them pronouns. But
Yeah.
a kid's not going to understand that because that's higher level analytical thinking. It's not as black and white as you're a girl, you're a boy. It's not. We haven't hit that time period in our evolution as people. We haven't gotten there yet. Besides, the kindergarten teacher hasn't been like, this is a sex video. There's certain things you don't tell or push on kids.
Absolutely.
Sex stuff between anybody, straight, gay, I don't fucking care what it is. They don't need to know that. That is you being a fucking warrior that you don't have to be, fighting a war against children. Leave kids alone.
Look, once upon a time, that used to be something that the parents dealt with in their own time. Now, I mean, I remember coming home one day, and because there was a joke that was told to me at school, I didn't know what the word wanker meant. Okay,
Right.
and I came home from school. I was like, "Hey, Mum, I found out today that Willy Wonka's name isn't really that. It's actually Willy Wanker." Ha 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 ha. And she's like, "What the hell did you just say to me?"
Yeah.
And so then she's like, "Okay, we're going to have to explain this to you now." But
Yeah.
it wasn't something that was like, "Okay, kids, let's gather around in a circle. Or let's sit on our listening mats and talk about what's a boy and what's a girl and da. I thought, dude, they have whole fucking college courses around gender science.
Yeah.
How does it take 4 years to teach boys have a penis, girls have a vagina? I learnt that watching fucking Kindergarten Cop. I didn't
Kindergarten
need
Cop.
a 4-year fucking college course to learn what that was. What the
Now-
fuck is going on?
If you're 18, 19, and you're like, you know what? I've always felt like I'm a dude. I'm a chick, always felt like I'm a dude. I'm going to go through all that surgery. Do it. Just know that there's still complications. People like, I get infections all the time. Infections that can kill me. This didn't work out. That didn't work out. I have these up and down feelings or whatever. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying people need to storm the beach with this shit before people start doing it. It's like Bill Burr said, when they were doing hair implants, they looked like you were stapling ant legs to people's fucking heads.
Yeah.
Then they started to get it right over time. Just because you want it now, right fucking now, and of course a doctor is willing to do it. Is he going to get a $120,000 payment that day? Yup. Are the pharmaceutical companies going to get fucking money for the castration pills that you're giving to your kids? Yup. They're not going to tell you no. Plus, if they tell you no, it's money out of their pocket. And if you tell them no and you call the fucking brigade, they're going to come in and shut down your whole fucking business. Leave people and their children's choices alone. I've seen more people get mad when they tell their kid, hey man, you're not ready to make that decision, more than people are like, wait, your kid's racist? Yeah, I'm racist too. They go, okay, wait a minute. So that now takes less precedence. You hating other people for skin color, gender, whatever. Fuck that. We're on to this new thing now. It's up is down and black is white, man. It's fucking insane. It's insane. Hunter, like, and I was talking to my friend who's an artist. She's a budding artist. And she's like, what if the girl's just a tomboy? She can't just be a tomboy? No, because her parents and everyone else was like, you're a boy trapped in a girl's body. And she's impressionable. So she can be like, maybe I am. No, maybe she's just a girl that likes to hit people and get on the fucking football field, but still wants to be a chick.
Or
Stop
she's,
telling them.
or she's the only girl in the family and has grown up with nothing but brothers and
Yeah.
has had to just get in amongst the boys and fucking rough it, and doesn't mean that she's
Here's
anything
why.
else.
Here's why people under 11 should not be making those decisions. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up in a nutshell. Pretty little bow that I just thought of. What age do kids believe in Santa Claus if you tell them? 10?
Maybe 10.
10?
That's
Easter
probably
Bunny,
the
fairy tale. Okay, so your child who still thinks that a fucking giant bunny comes into his room and leaves and farts out grass and money and fucking eggs, they're believing that, and you think they have the right state of mind to tell you what they're going to do with their biological fucking body? They still believe that a dude slides down the chimney and leaves gifts and eats a fucking cookie and pimps off on fucking flying
But what if you didn't
reindeer.
have a chimney?
Oh no!
My mom told me he came in through the back door. And you know what, Rob? That's a really good point, because you know what I went? As a kid, I go, oh, because I'm fucking dumb.
Well, see,
Because I'm a child
with
and I don't
Eli-
fucking know any better.
we've got no chimney. So with Eli, it was a case of, okay, we have to put out Santa's magic key. And he's like, but Dad, it doesn't fit the lock. I said, that's why it's magic. When Santa
magic. And they
holds
go-
it, it fits our lock.
And a child does what, Nate?
Believes it.
Believes
Okay.
it, puts the key out, and
Okay, it's a key.
yeah.
Guys, there's 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds who believe that an elf, a stuffed elf, gets up in the middle of the night and causes little havoc, and they go, where's fucking Bubbles McDickface today? Oh, he's on the fucking mantle, and he just...
Anyway,
So
I
That's
did
the
not
best
see
elf
that. I
on
did
the
not
shelf,
see that
David.
on the that was never on the elf's approved listing names. I know because I looked for names like that.
listen,
I feel
it's
I
official.
feel like we fucking sold out calling ours Twinkle Star. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. So you believe that a stuffed that you can go to Target and you can see 50,000 of them. You think yours in your house magically gets up at night and sprinkles some shit and draws on your fucking face and takes your shit in your fucking or whatever. And at that age, you're gonna be like, she knows that she wants to be a boy. She's 5. Does she still believe in fucking Santa Claus? Does she? So then she's not fucking ready to make that decision.
Today's
When you're-
non-sponsors, Elf on a Shelf.
That's it. Elf on a Chef, Sprinkles McDick Farts, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But those should all be approved names.
Fucking
It's just-
sideways. Oh my lord. Well, okay, so we've had our fun little rant. All right, we've got the
Yep.
shit off our liver. All right, we've cleansed all the negative energy. Judge. Oh, dude, don't make me hard.
It was out there. It was waiting.
No, so you came up with another game this week.
Well, we haven't asked
Yes.
him the question yet.
Oh, we do have to ask you so you weren't here last week. It was
Okay.
just Rob and I winging it. And we asked people what their favorite finger was. Now, we got 3 votes on the poll on Spotify.
What kind of dumb shit do you guys talk about when I'm not here?
So no, because obviously you haven't listened to the last episode. Because I figured if you had listened,
I
to
did
it-
not.
All right,
No.
so because you
I
would have
didn't
came
yet.
back
It
and you would have
actually-
been
no,
like,
wait.
okay, the answer is this.
I didn't.
This.
Hold on.
this.
I didn't because it went up really fast this time. Like I was still checking if I'm like, oh my God, this went up like 3 fucking days ago. Like it must have came up on my, but like it must have came up on my notifications. I didn't fucking realize it went up till like yesterday, and I was like, oh, it went up like 4 days ago. So I didn't even got a chance to listen because usually they're like, a couple days, a week sometimes and shit.
Yeah.
So give me
So-
the Reader's Digest
So
version.
the framing of it was that this woman was working in the medical field and had this teenage kid come in for a blood draw. He was nervous of the needle, and she said, just talk to me to distract yourself. And so the first thing that came out of his mouth was, okay, well, which one of your fingers is your favorite finger? And to frame this post, she was like, why is it that as adults, we don't ask those silly little questions to
Right.
our friends or
Also, like
even
your
just
kid- yeah, of
strangers,
course,
like,
yeah.
what's your favorite dinosaur or what's, and that's the one we landed on that stuck with us. What's your favorite finger? And so we discussed that at length. And we had Jai Pop in the chat. We had Shannon here. We had Andre in the chat as well. And they were telling us what their favorite finger was. We put a poll up on Spotify. Someone said that their favorite finger was their thumb. One was their index, and another vote was their middle finger.
Yeah.
So we want to know what your favorite finger is.
And thumb's
Well,
not a finger, right?
I don't. Well, it's an appendage on the hand.
It's a phalange.
A phalange.
It's not a like.
Yeah, I don't
think it counts.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know,
I
like,
said to Rob, right, that like I've got 2 that kind of work in tandem because you go, fishing for quarters.
Yeah.
So they work together. But yeah, I couldn't figure out which one of my fingers was actually my favorite.
Wait. Well, first of all, what's everyone's favorite dinosaur? Mine's Tyrannosaurus Rex. A Triceratops. It always has been. Always has been.
Yeah, and I said that my favorite. What the fuck did I say my favorite was? Oh, the
You said the
Allosaurus.
Allosaurus.
That's right. And then I said
then-
to Rob, I peg him for a Stegosaurus guy, but as a kid, he liked the Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, but once I became an adult, it's Tyrannosaurus because I want to domesticate it so I can ride it around.
Yeah.
Turn it
Dude,
into
my fucking dumb dick ass just looked at my fingers because I had to decide by looking at them. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm like, whoa, I have fucking fingers today.
So which one's your favorite?
You know what? Have a think about it. Tell us by the end of the show.
No. Oh no, I already know what it is. Obviously, like look, if you have a middle finger and it's your only fucking finger, it's not a middle finger anymore. It's a fucking finger. So if you're like, hey, what's going on? They'll be like, oh my God, you're like a half a Ninja Turtle. Like, that's not really like the middle finger at that point. I think it's the ring finger, man, because like every once in a while, like I rock a ring and shit like that. And like, you know, I'm married and this one I really like and I'm taking serious. Like me and Jenny get along great. Not really my best attempt, right? But I like a fucking ring, dude. So I think it would have to be my ring finger. Because then you can do everything else with it and shit like that. And it's only the one. Yeah. But thumb, like, yeah, because I don't wrap my hands when I lift anyway. Everything sits on my palm. So for stuff that I'm picking up, if I just had one finger on both hands, it's fine. Yeah, man, I think my ring finger. Yeah. Yeah, I think anything else would look, well, look, it's all going to fucking look weird. You're like, hey, look, there's John. You're like, what up, motherfucker? Like, it's still going to look
Have you seen
anyway.
this dude? There's a dude on TikTok, right? And he's been born with a growth defect and his arms kind of come out from the forearm into like a single finger. And he's there like eating fucking takeaway and shit, and it's both hands, and it's like from the forearm straight in the finger. There's like fuck all. There's none of this extra shit here. It's just in the. It's fucking phenomenal how he does shit.
There's a guy in one of the agencies.
Toes?
Oh, we discussed that as well last week. Yeah. We do need toes. We decided we absolutely need our big toe.
I don't want toes. Just give me like a flat part that like fucking goes down. Come on, man. You remember Aeon Flux, not the great Korean animation? I mean, the one that Charlize Theron was in. Yes. Like the one girl had like pegs instead. Yeah. She's like, I need a fucking upgrade. And she had like, all we need is a flat piece that just goes up and down. Like, I don't want toe. Like, toes are gross. Feet are fucking gross. Like, I don't even want toes. I just want a little flat part that goes. Meh, meh. Like, I don't think people need toes anymore. What the fuck? Look, we aren't using them. I'm not picking up pencils and shit with my toes.
Hey, Matt says we need toes for balance.
Yep.
No, do you? I thought it was the balls of your foot and your heel.
You need your big toe for balance. If you didn't have your big toe, you would literally just fall forward.
Right. No. You'll still have toes, but they won't be singular. It'll be like one flipper, like a fucking like just this.
Oh, so it'll be like one finger, dude, but it's just like all foot, no toe.
Yeah, like one rounded just piece of flesh. Like, so it still bends. I just don't feel like we need. There's a bunch of shit we don't need anymore.
I was saying last week actually that I've got a mate who had a motorcycle accident and it tore off his big toe, shattered his shin. Is it the tibia? Shattered his tibia, the whole fucking lot. But they ended up having to take a piece of muscle out of his thigh to put on the front of his foot to essentially rebuild where his big toe was, so he can balance.
Wow.
So. You're right. We don't need toes, but you need something there to keep the balance.
Yeah. Because I remember on my old show, the runner like toe shoes, those to me make me want to throw up.
Those are weird.
Toe shoes are weird. Why do you need your fucking toes to move individually in a shoe?
I think it's the whole barefoot movement. Like it gives you
fuck out of here.
Your toes are meant to spread to give you better traction, but because we wear shoes, it brings all the toes in.
Right. Yeah, like I don't want nipples. Like I don't like, dude. So I'm just using up like tattoo space with that. Like I don't need nipples. Take those fucking things off. Slap some skin on there,
dude. You could fucking tattoo your nipple. I've seen it done.
No. A dude come in. He had no fucking tattoos. He lost a bet and had to tattoo his nipple purple.
Oh,
that was the bet. He had to get a purple nipple.
Purple nipple. Fucking hell.
Oh no.
All right. Well, we say that to say this. Judge, give us your game. I'm looking forward to this one.
So I was thinking about it, especially for when we move to like the new format. I was like, I like doing skits, right? Not like bits and shit like that. Like I just like doing skits. Like what are they fucking selling? Like that's why I'm waiting on that one. I know people are clamoring for it.
Oh, dude, I'm getting submissions constantly.
I know. Yeah, I want that to be the first one of the new show. Though, like I want that. Like I want to wait on it.
Yeah. It'll be the first or second episode, I reckon.
Yeah, but so far, all this, like, the funeral thing, like, I just come up with, like, shit just kind of jumps in there, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking do this. So I thought about, what was I know it's a game that's been done before, where like you ask a bunch of people something, like I know there's a drinking game, like, you know, who do you think is gonna fucking stick his finger in his butthole? Everyone on 3 point at the person, and if more people point at you than anyone else, you have to drink, or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay.
And I was like, people have been hanging out now. Jai's been here, Shannon's been here, Andre's been here, fucking Jeffert, like a bunch of people know us well enough. And I was like, what if we put up questions and then we held up something or said who is most likely to do one of these things? I thought it was fucking interesting. I came up with a couple, and then I just wanted to like populate it with a bunch of other ones, like not ones that I fucking wrote, because I do want some of them to be normal. We wanted to get them up beforehand because we wanted people to be like, oh, well, I'm going to pre-do it, but that's all right, because when we talk about these, we're going to fucking discuss why, so people can put their shit up anyway. No one wins any points and no one has to drink. Well, you guys drink. I'm like, I'll take a sip of that. I'm going to be so hydrated and shit.
Well, guys, if you're in the chat, please, we'd love you to join in. Tell us when Judge gives us these scenarios, just let us know who you think the 3 of us would be most likely to fuck around in that scenario. We'd love to hear your opinions.
And because there's 3 of us, you can point at yourself. Because it's just the nature of fucking how it is. Like some of these, I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be me. Right.
Yeah.
But you guys might feel otherwise. All right. So the first one is, who of us is most likely to bang somebody without knowing their name prior, during, or after? Think about it first. Which one, like actual sexual, like a one night stand jammer, where you're going in, you're like, fucking let's go home, blah, 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 and then she leaves and your dick is itchy and fucking, they're like, who is that? I'd be like, I have no fucking idea. Like it just kind of fucking happened. Now, obviously not now because we're married. So think about it.
So we're talking pre-marriage?
Let's
Yeah,
say,
or just in general. Yeah, like say none of us are married.
it's just total hypothetical. There's
Yeah.
no marriage where we're 3 single guys just hanging out
Yeah.
and talking shit. We've already got a vote in the chat. We've already got
hold
one
on,
vote in the
where's-
chat, so I'm going to hold on to that.
Oh, actually,
Oh yeah,
and you know
hey,
what?
shout
I'll
out to
put my-
April too. She's in the chat.
What up, April? I'll put the answer in the chat because we have a chat box, so I'll just put it in there. This way we can all fucking see it. All right, I'm putting mine in. Most likely person to bang somebody without knowing their name prior, during, or after.
But can we say who you banged?
No,
Hmm.
no, it's just a rando. Someone there fucking that night.
Hmm.
Rob,
so
this
we've
one's
got-
bacon
we've
or
got-
noodle.
We've got 2 in the chat.
Okay. Okay, so let's we all put me. That shit ain't fucking.
I only
okay.
said me because I have done it.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I guess the
Yeah,
tiebreaker
'cause
would
if
be
we're going
who
on
came
past,
from.
then yeah.
All right. Well, then who did they say? 'Cause
Okay,
that's what's gonna
so
make most sense.
Matt is in the chat and he's said me,
Okay.
Nate. And then my sister's in the chat and she said probably Rob because I know my brother. You clearly do not know your brother all that well.
By the way, dude, your sister's fucking hilarious, man. Like she sent me shit before. It's fucking great. Really, Nate? You?
Oh,
shit.
but fuck. Now we're tied up again.
Butt
because my
fuck?
brother-
No. Just sex. We're not talking about butt fucking.
Well, I don't
my
know. Maybe we did
brother-in-law-
do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. My brother-in-law, Sean, he has said that it's got to be Judge. So we're back at a tie.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so again, I've done it before. But the idea is like just by looking at us with the little things that we know about each other. I mean, I can see Nate before I can see Rob doing it. I think
mean,
Rob would
now-
at least know a name.
If we went with younger,
It might be the wrong one, but I think he might know a name.
if we go with younger me, then yes, yeah, I'm gonna say me, obviously. But if now with my age, everything, the fact that I honestly don't go out anymore, unless it's to friends' houses. I mean, so unless some person is at their house that I've never met before and I bang them in the bathroom,
Yeah.
it ain't happening.
Like, wait. Hold on. We're all married.
Yeah.
After, say, God forbid, because I don't wish this on anybody, all of your wives are fucking awesome. Like, and again, we're punching way above our fucking weight, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. We all got 10s and we're 5s at best.
Yeah, at best.
Hey, talk for your
On a-
fucking selves. I'm a fucking 8, easy.
You
Someone
are
she
fucking-
lied to you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm an 8 with the beard. I'm a 3
That
without.
okay, that's true. Because I need extras. Like the muscles and the tattoos and stuff like that. Like I need that.
Come
or else
on, I
I'm a
mean,
fucking
I'm
Ford
missing
vest.
my hair, my beard.
Look, man, at least it's growing back. My shit don't grow, period. I fucking completely forgot what it was.
All right, so
yeah, no.
I've done it twice. One was I brought a girl home, and then the other one was I went to her place. So the first one, I went to her place, and I found out very fucking quickly that she was nuts. Absolute fucking nuts.
I thought you were. Wait a minute. For some reason, I thought you were gonna be like, I found out really quickly she was a dude. I would have been like, that would have been dope.
Well,
She's like, check this out.
So
it was all like,
anyway, it was a case of I've got to get out of here. No, I watched Dogma with her first. So we watched Dogma, then we did the dirty, and then I was like, God damn, I got to get it. How do I get out of here? So I wiped my dick on her curtains, and she kicked me out. So
Okay.
there was that. Never learned her name, any of that. The other one was this chick that I'd met on. Do you guys remember RSVP, the dating site?
Oh God, yeah, from fucking ages ago.
RSVP used to have fucking phone dating as well. So you could sit there on the phone and listen to the voice profiles, and then you could okay, yeah, number 2, and then you could link up and all this sort of shit. So I met this chick on that, never caught her name, walked all the way across town to the train station, picked her up, walked all the way back to my house, because I didn't have a car at this point. And I never saw her because we were in the dark the whole fucking time. Got to my place. She had a shower, whatnot. We did the dirty. And then the next morning, I woke up and went, God damn, what did I do?
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't the most attractive specimen.
Right.
Hence why it was dark, I guess. Yeah. And she left,
win's
never
a win,
knew
though.
what her name was. And my old man turns around and goes, "You fucking didn't, did you?" I went, "Yeah, I did." He goes, "Jesus Christ, son, we gotta get you some fucking help." So that's why I say that's why I put myself down, because I've done it a couple of times.
I'm sorry. So you said that, and I remember what it was. If God forbid anything ever happened to our wives, say it's a fucking divorce or whatever, like they fucking leave, would any of us? I wouldn't start dating again. Like I would just run through people. Like I'm not getting into another relationship. I wouldn't even
run through them. No, I'd probably go monkish because
no, right. No, I just meant like I'm not right, but that's what I mean. I'm not starting a long-term relationship.
Nah,
like that's it. After this, I'm done. I'm not gonna.
I'm on my second marriage. I'm not doing my a version of my father where I decide three didn't work out. Let's try a 4th time. No, fuck that. If this one fails, I'm done. I'll just be a single dad the rest of my life.
That's it, man. That's it. I'll get a small place, like a smaller but nicer house with the same thing I had. Just it's mine. The thing downstairs. I'm taking care of shit. Like that's it, man. Okay. Who is most likely to last longest if snuck up behind and chloroformed?
Oh, this is easy. Oh, fuck you guys.
It's like unanimous. Yep. Dude, there's no way. Like when I saw that, because that's one of the ones I didn't add. I actually got that from the Always Sunny podcast, where they're like, I wonder who would last the longest if they ever got chloroformed. And I don't it's probably like a training and conditioning thing or whatever. And like not fighting the person off. Like, how long do you think you can last before, because you always see in movies where they're like, well, like someone, but they can still crawl around. Actually, the one guy, Mac, told the story. He was like, I sat down for the dentist and I was like, hey, what number can I get to? He's like, what number do you want to get to? And he's like, no. I mean, like, what number could I get to? And he's like, buddy, if I want to put you out on 10, you're going out at 10. Like, everyone's like, I beat the fucking list twice. No, you fucking didn't.
No, I've done it, man. I've done it. I've done it, and you can't do it. It's impossible.
Yeah. Like, people were always like, oh, I counted back down twice. The dentist was like, dude, if I want you to, he's like, do you want to go out on 5? He's like, no, I want to see what I can get to. He's like, buddy, if you want to go out on 5, I'll put you out on 5. If you want to go out on 10, I'm going to put you out at fucking 10. Like, that's the nature of these drugs and shit like that. He's like, all right, well, put me out on 10 then. And Matt goes, I remember going 10, fucking out.
Yep.
Out.
Yeah.
Because it's an injectable, man. Like, you're out fucking cold, dude. But in movies, it always looked really cool where like Daniel Craig gets fucking like shot up and he's fucking stumbling around but could still shoot like the fucking balls off a fucking fly and shit. But I still think it's Rob. I think without
Okay. Well, we've had the votes come in from the chat. I haven't had any more come through yet. We've got 2 for Judge in the chat and 1 for Rob.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
So it seems that Judge is going to win this one. It's basically, 3 for Judge. 4 for Judge.
Holy shit.
Is it? Let me do this math.
No, me, you, and Rob all picked Rob.
Yeah,
No, that's
we all
right.
picked
Okay,
me.
so, sorry. Rob wins this one.
And that's just based on like, look, man, I've been into fights, but Rob had to go through like actual, like, this is what this smells like. Let me tase you and all the rest of that shit. Like, we never had to worry about that. So
I'm
just
gonna have
in
to get
terms of-
sprayed and tased again, and I'm not looking
Again?
forward to it.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
again.
Why again?
And
I thought that was a
everyone
one
keeps
time.
asking. They're like, "Well, what's it like?" I go, "Look, I'd rather get tased 10 times in one fucking day than sprayed with fucking pepper
No
spray."
shit. Wait, no, hold
Bro.
on, wait.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
Wait.
Pepper spray sucks.
You would rather get tased multiple times
I
than
will
get
take
pepper
a fucking
sprayed?
taser to the dick before I would get sprayed again.
Wait, all right, explain. And I'm not being like, I
All right,
genuinely
so
am fucking flabbergasted
to
right now.
explain it, it's all measured on Schofields. Okay.
Okay.
All right. A jalapeno is like 1,000 Schofields.
Okay.
Scoville unit.
OC spray is like 10 million Schofields.
Is that like bear spray? If we learn anything
Yes,
from Tower 4,
it's
Nate,
pretty much
always
bear
have your bear
spray.
spray.
It's literally the shit that's used on
Okay,
the law
what is it?
enforcement scale.
Okay,
Bear-
it's gonna be a dumb question, but like, can you give me like an equivalent, not of the pain level? Like, what does it feel like when you get hit with that shit? Like, what is the like?
It
try
feels
and
like your face is
explain-
on fire. It feels like you can't
Oh
breathe.
shit!
Your eyes are on fire. You can't open them. I mean, it fucks with your
Holy
whole body.
You got,
shit.
you
But at
got
the same
snot
time-
pouring out of your
Yeah,
nose.
snot pouring out.
Oh
Everything.
my god!
Yeah.
And what neutralize? Like, does anything? Because it's
There
not
is
water,
a
right?
there is a neutralizer.
Is it
I
really?
believe.
Well, I mean, you can use that. Everyone goes, "Oh, pour milk
Is it
on
milk?
it," things like that.
Yeah.
But no. I hate to say it. It's oleoresin capsicum. All right, it's
Okay.
literally an oil. It's,
So it's just gonna stick there.
it's gonna stick there. I mean, now
Fuck.
things will cut it, like Dawn, all that stuff. It cuts it. But what you don't
Yeah, but now
understand
you got
is
soap in your eye.
but you
got
still
soap in
gotta
your eye
you
now.
gotta basically kind of just deal with it in a sense. Eventually,
Okay.
it's gonna go away. And the thing
Right.
that sucks about it is when you go and shower, it reactivates it.
Oh, fuck
So
that.
if you're standing in the shower and you're
Oh, the
buck
steam?
ass naked
Oh, and
and
then it
letting
starts
the water
running
run
down your
and it
body.
runs down, your junk's
Oh
getting
my
it,
fucking
everything.
goodness.
Oh God, yes.
Oh,
'Cause
look,
in
So
the
wait a minute.
jail-
So what's
in
it
the
feels
jail,
like to
I've
get a
seen it
taser?
where
It
guys-
just
a
goes
taser,
white. Like
dude, it's like a couple seconds of freaking just your body locked up.
Look, I mean, I've never
Oh.
been pepper sprayed. I've never been tased, but I have pissed on an electric fence.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Wait,
Judge, you've grabbed an
does that
electric
actually
fence,
work?
right?
no, I've never pissed on an electric fan.
Oh
No, not pissed, but have you grabbed it?
No,
no.
No.
Bro, come on. You ain't ever gone cow tipping in Jersey?
son, I'm from the city
Yes,
in
I know.
Jersey, not from the
Yeah, I
country.
still went cow tipping.
Dude, the first time I
God,
saw a bear, I was like 40.
I'm gonna have to come up
Fucking
there and just
Philip.
I'm gonna have to re-educate you. All right, so
Fucking Philip.
Philip.
Philip still owes me fucking money. Big bum ass bitch.
So the thing with taser is it's literally an electric current being hit into your body. So your body locks up. It feels I mean, we call it rotting the lightning. All right.
And yeah,
So it's like a
fucking-
quick blip, and you're just making zzz,
I
and
mean,
that's it.
Literally, your body's locked up for a couple seconds. It feels like forever, but you know, it's literally done and over with in like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Whereas
All right.
OC spray, I mean, you get hit with it, especially a direct facial shot, you're fucked up for at least the whole day. And then the next day, it feels like you got 20 bags of sand in your eye.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, fuck that. And you got to go
Yeah,
through that
so-
again? What, like
Yes.
you forgot what the fuck it felt like?
No, it's just I got to go through
It's like
it at
heavy. Listen,
another
we're gonna do
standard.
this again. That's
But
fucking bullshit.
neither here nor there. It's going to happen
All right.
here in a couple weeks. So
Can you film it so we can see it?
I could see.
That would be cool.
Nice. Okay. Who is most likely to die first?
No, we already made that pact. We're all going at the same time.
We
You're
got-
like
Right, but
parachuting
if
in
we
and
don't-
taking
right.
Nate out.
If we don't all jump from an airplane and crash into Nate's house and kill him, who do you think is going to go first? Fuck, yeah, this one's hard. Like, because I don't mean it disrespectfully. Like, I'm not saying it to be like, oh, shit. All right, well, we were unanimous. We think Nate's going to die first. Why? Like, to me, I was just like, man, I think it's Nate, but I have no reason to back that up. Like, I just think it's because
Oh,
you work.
shit!
What?
Okay,
What did every?
no. So we've had another one. One in the chat so far is going to be me.
Right.
So my sister thinks I'm going to die first. Hey, look, I
And
will
people
say
agree
though,
with me on
I have
being
said-
tased, by the way.
I have said for a very fucking long time though that if I'm going to die, it's going to be my time of the choosing.
Right.
Like I'm going to decide how and when I go out.
Right.
And then I thought more about it recently. I'm like, yeah, I think they call that suicide.
You know, yeah, that's kind of the definition, man. You're giving me the definition of
Matt
suicide.
Matt has said it's a tie between Rob and Judge for him. So right now I'm in the lead though.
Dude, you have a commanding lead, dude. You're like Sha'Carri Richardson. Dude, you're so far forward, you're posing for the fucking camera. Wow.
But yeah,
and
I mean, okay, let's talk about this because I know we've still got a few others in the chat that
I think it's
probably wanna
because
heads
you
up.
were like, look, Rob has been shot at and has shot. And I still think that your job currently is the most dangerous. Where like Rob's doing the training thing and stuff like that. Like I work in Newark. Could I get caught by a stray? Yeah, right.
Bro,
But
you work in the schools in Newark. You probably will go before me.
Yeah, but then you're going
Yeah, but we
to
both
get
said Nate, so it doesn't matter.
deputized. So,
But, like,
Well,
Nate-
no. Nate's
Nate
going
works
first.
in a like if Nate welds something, like what if something like it falls from like something and fucking stabs him? Like I think day to day, Nate has the more dangerous job.
Yeah, but it
Nate,
just
your
depends
sister, selective euthanasia.
She said, "No, it's Nate, motherfucker. I know because that's fucking great." Wow, that was good.
okay, what do we got next?
Okay, which one of us do people think have the highest body count for sex?
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to calculate
I'm just gonna
my
put
body
like.
count.
Actually, I think that unless we're handing it off to somebody, most of us are going to think it's us because we never really discussed this. So, like, I automatically put me just because I know mine, you know.
All
Okay.
right, so we got 3 for Judge.
Right.
Look, I mean, I've had my fair share.
No, yeah. And again, it's not like a dick, like it's not like we're on fucking the fucking dude
Oh, I
podcast
know-
talking about dude shit. Like, I'm not talking about that at all. I'm just mean like how many people have you run through just over the course of your life? 40 something years, 38, 39, 40 years. It's a long fucking time, man.
Yeah, it's a long
Yeah.
time.
See, I've
especially
got a
with-
little less time than you though, because I only assume because I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, you were in
lose my-
relationships and you've been married a lot.
Yeah, but I didn't lose my virginity until I was 17.
You know what? Now I want to ask that question. When did you guys lose it?
It was 3 days before my 17th birthday. It was
Okay.
March 5th, 2003.
Holy shit. You know the fucking exact date? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. It's 3 days for your birthday. Yeah, I guess it would.
Oh fuck, dude, mine was in the 90s.
Was it really? Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
dude, we're the same age, man. I was like,
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
16
Yeah,
or
I'm making sense.
17.
Yeah. It was my 8th grade year going into high school. So 12, 13, 12.
Yeah, it was like
12,
going,
12,
yeah,
13? Yeah.
14, 15.
All right, so
Yeah,
in the
15,
chat,
16.
we've got from Matt, Judge, you've got Matt's vote looking like Peyton Parrish. I have to Google who the fuck Peyton Parrish is.
Oh, I don't know. Is he awesome? If it is, Matt, call me. Fucking.
Oh, he's a
Well, no,
singer.
I mean, I'm saying me or Judge just because one, I've known Judge forever, so I know how we grew
yeah.
up.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had the whole LARPing where we just ran through people
Yeah,
there.
that was like a shooting down. Yeah,
And-
we were all fucking
and
young.
when I left for the military, I mean, it was literally every weekend. I mean, my wife did not want to go back to certain bases because she said that we would, she didn't want to run into like one of my,
Yeah.
things. So
Okay, so we've got another one saying Judge, but
Right.
also thinking it could be Nate too.
Oh, good. So I know for a fact mine's over 100. I know that. Because when I was younger, like I started to go through it. I'm like, I wonder what it is. And I started just going through it. And then I'm like, oh my God, the names keep piling up. Like I look back on it and go, no, it wasn't that many people. And then when you actually start thinking about it, you're like, oh my God, like how am I?
And then
not
there's
dead?
the names you can't even remember.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've thrown my dick on the, like Eddie Murphy said, I've thrown my dick on the crap table many a night and walked away unscathed. And I'm telling you right now, and this is not a machismo thing, I do not know how I do not have an STD. I don't. I have no fucking idea. I've wrapped it up twice, maybe fucking twice. And even those times, I'm like, I don't want to fucking do it. Do you want to do it? She's like, yeah, you might as well. But like, it's never, so I don't understand how I haven't gotten anything as much as a fucking itch for the amount of times that I've done it fucking not safe.
I've
had
wondered,
kids.
I've wondered the
I'm
same
surprised
myself.
there's not like a series of fucking my kid just running around and be like, Dad, I'm fucking 15. It's like, did never.
You don't know. You might.
I might.
I might.
He's
too.
gonna show
Who
up in
knows?
like 25
No.
and then kill me, and then you guys have to kill yourselves like the day after.
It would be like it'd be like Grown Ups 2 when the
Oh,
the
Jesus
kid
Christ.
shows up, ripping the head off the
awesome.
bear.
Yeah, because and besides, it was easier in the not like I feel bad for kids. I don't know. I don't feel bad is the right word. When you were like growing up in it, like so. All right, for everyone listening who's not in our age group, the 80s and 90s were very much how they appeared to be on TV, like very much. Like if you watch Stranger Things, sans the monsters, pretty much the way it was. No phones, no nothing. If you want to talk to somebody, you got to get on the wire phone and shit like that. So people were more open to doing shit because no one was filming anybody. There wasn't anybody to call. There was no social media.
There was no sex tapes coming out.
Yeah, so we started young, and it was all experimentation stuff. But it was never like bad. You know what I'm saying?
Where was
just
your
like,
first place?
Dude, the back stairway of a hotel.
Behind the ShopRite in her car.
There you go. There you go. Mine was not romantic. It was on the top floor of like a walk-up hotel. So the maintenance stairs guy, like the one with like oil slicks on it, that's where it fucking was. Her name was Shane. I'll never fucking forget it. She was great too. Florida girl, blonde hair. She was gorgeous. But then I left Florida and I was like, I'm a man now. I'm a fucking man. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
So I think just through discussion though, you win this one because I'm nowhere near 100. I reckon maybe 20, 25 would definitely be pushing it.
Yeah.
No, I'm up there. I'm up there too. So I would say it's probably a tie between me and Judge on that one.
Now, I will say this. It wasn't all the time either. It was in between relationships. But when I did, for some reason, because again, it's not like, look, I don't have a look like now I do. Like now, fucking Nate said like the most search porn things for like, who is it? Like Gen Z is like bearded fucking tattoo gym people or whatever. So I missed that fucking boat, right? But like when I was young, I'm look, 6, 7 maybe, right? It's nothing fucking great, but I had game though. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew how to talk.
Yeah, dude. Like I
people.
was. So when you put up that article about not getting, you shouldn't deserve the Facebook money, I was like, that can't be fucking Judge. And then there's like the video you showed of Hunter doing his first drum lesson and shit. I'm like, that is not fucking like what? Who is that person?
Yep.
But I think that's because I know you as the big bearded buff dude.
Yeah. See, I've known him when he was. I mean, God, I think you and I together maybe weighed 200, 250 together.
Yep.
I mean, we were some scrawny fuckers.
But I knew how to read people, right? Like I knew what to say. So it's almost good, right? Because like I can be, because I've proven it before. I can be really manipulative. I'm very lucky, and I'm not saying this is a macho thing. I'm very lucky I don't look better because my ability to always punch above has been fucking insane.
Dude,
like
and that's proven with
what are you
both fucking marriages.
Yeah. So I know for a fact that for some reason I just have a way where I could talk to people and be like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to get. Right. And like, it's like I told you, after me and my friend, like the one that broke, like that put me in fucking therapy, I had seven people that I was seeing at once. And my whole thing was I just didn't care. Like that was my mode and it worked, especially because during the time, they're like, you seeing anybody else? I'm like, yeah, a bunch of people. So you can stay or leave. It really doesn't matter to me. And I knew as soon as you said that, it was like, now I'm going to stay. And it turned into a competition.
Mhm.
But I was the only person winning and I didn't care who I was hurting.
Yeah,
Like that's
right.
the thing. Right after that happened, I became a misogynist really bad. Like my whole, like I have a stomach tattoo and 2 rib cage tattoos that are horribly misogynistic in nature and in fucking symbolism. They're awful, but I got them. Fuck am I going to do? I'm not going to take them off. I'm not going to cover it up. And because it's not like, it doesn't say like women fucking suck. Like because of the imagery, people just don't know what to think about it. But at that point, I'm like, fuck everybody.
Fucking, I
and
want to see this tattoo later. Send us a photo later.
All right. So at some points it was like 7 one week, 14 the next week, because I just didn't care.
Yeah,
when you don't give a shit, people think that. So sometimes women or men equate I don't care about anything with confidence. And I guess in a way they're kind of the same thing. Because she was like, well, that's fine. I'm just not gonna, I don't want to be involved. I'm like, fucking don't. Bye. Next day, the fucking phone be going off. Sometimes that night, the text will go off. You know what? I rethought it. I'm like, all right, well, are you going to come back or like, what are you going to do? Because I'm about to make another phone call. Like it was that. And I thought I was rocking it. And all that was happening was as soon as I started to come out of the bad relationship headspace, I'm like, I'm a piece of shit. Like this is like, look,
I did it after my first marriage, man. Like I was like, bitches ain't shit, and I'm gonna run through as many as I can. I get it.
I will tell you, this is a fucking true story, and at the time I was proud of it. Now I look back and I'm like, it was fucking horrible. And I'm not gonna say, I don't say names anyway, but I'm not even gonna say where I met the person because Rob would know them, even though they only went for a little while, and she's very nice. So I met a girl in a mutual place that me and Rob ran. Doesn't have to be Night Realms, it could be anywhere, right? She's very nice. She turned out to be very wealthy. Guys, I'm not talking about rich. Fuck rich. This was like, they got an Italian architect to build a fucking house as close to the beach as they can in the rich section of LBI. We're talking rich. We're not talking about rich.
I know who.
We're talking about motherfucking wealth, son. So
Marble they were pillars the whole lot, eh?
Yeah. Like, okay, when I pulled up, I was like, babe, I just see the woods. And she's like, no, it's fine. You're in my neighborhood. None of the houses are up front. So I'm thinking like a log cabin in the back. I was driving down the driveway. The first thing I saw was a full-size hockey rink outside.
Get fucked.
Then I saw a house that wasn't even their house. That was the guest quarters. Their house was behind it. We're talking money. Look, she was like, Mom, I'm going to go out for dinner. Can you give me some money? The mom, dude, I swear to God, this is not a lie, went into the purse and just pulled out a wad of hundreds and 50. She's like, here, just fucking take this and go. Didn't even count it. Didn't even fucking count it. So she had another friend of the same name. We all ended up hanging out. I'm in full dickhead mode. I went out there with Dirty Nick, right? So it was 2 fucking Jersey boys from the city living this fucking life. So it was dope. I was a hardcore kid at the time, so it was awesome. One time I was like, hey, I want to go down to LBI, but I'm not going to be able to make it down. My car is all fucked up. She's like, all right, I'll send my friend to come get you. And I said, all right. So we get in the car and we start talking. She's very nice, but she's like the rigid friend. And she's like, I just want to let you know if you hurt her, I'll kill you. So in my head, I'm like, now I'm going to have sex with you. And I'm going to start planting the seeds right now. Guy, on the way down to the fucking beach that same day, during that conversation, we pulled over and fucked. Then when we got there, she looked right in her friend's face and she's like, oh my God, it was a long ride, but it was really nice. And I'm like, holy shit, like savagery.
You were the one destroying fucking friendships.
Yeah.
Jersey,
and then I went out.
Jersey girls were like that though.
Yeah, but this wasn't. Yeah, but this was upper echelon. Like this wasn't.
It doesn't matter what echelon
and whoever
they're all run the same though.
But because she said that, I'm like, well, now it's a competition. Now I want to see what I can get away with. Mm-hmm. So it was a little flirt, a little flirt. Then her hand went on my leg, and I'm like, all right, because you told me this thing, and because you said this thing, now am I not only going to do it, but I'm going to do it with you. And then as I was coming out of that leg of the phase, I broke it off with this girl. She was about to go. We were young. I was like first year in college, I think. She was just about to go away to college. And I said, look, I'm breaking up with you. I don't want you to be tied to someone. And she cried about it. I'm like, no. I don't want anything to do with you. Go back. If you come back, it's fine. But as of right now, we're broken up. I didn't, and like a coward, right? I didn't tell her what it was because, but then after that, me and the other girl kept dating. And when my band played, I even have her on the fucking video going to see my band. So it's just like, and it kept going. It kept going. Like, that's the kind of shit that I was doing because I was like, fuck them. Fuck them.
Well, that was the whole point. Fuck them. So,
Yeah.
okay. Look, I was just wondering, how many more you got there, man? Because I'm thinking we're at an hour. I reckon we just run with this. Let's keep going.
Okay. All right. Well, so we go from that one to the person most likely to join a cult.
Oh, fuck.
And we're talking like Heaven's Gate type shit, not about religion.
Okay, well, hang on.
But most
okay, yeah, all right.
any kind of cult. Only because I'm a fandom person. I don't know if that registers as the same, but I think Rob is too level-headed to be like, hey, look, if you drink this Kool-Aid, you can go to the fucking aliens.
Yeah, okay, so
only way I'm joining the cult is if I'm undercover and I'm infiltrating it. That's it.
Yeah.
okay, now I'm a huge true crime buff, right? And
Okay.
I have listened to there's a Parcast or a podcast network. They do Spotify original podcasts. They have a podcast called Cults. I've listened to it from beginning to end. Fucking amazing.
Well,
podcast.
you had a guest on, didn't you? That like got out of one.
We had
dude.
Sarah and Nippy. They were part of the Nexium cult, who was run by Keith Raniere. Had them on and had to talk to them. I reckon it would be me, although I know all the fucking warning signs, all the red flags. If I was in the thick of it, I wouldn't see the forest for the trees. It would be as
so
simple
that's
as
why
that.
I put me or you, because what you just described would be me. I'm like, no, dude, this is all about fucking togetherness and stuff like that. Like, I would be so fogged out if done properly. Because when I see them, I'm like, these people are idiots. But then I realize, like, how many times you get roped into something pretty basic and you're just like, all right, I'll check this shit out. So yeah, I don't think anybody's fucking voting for Rob. Rob just seems to be too
One vote for Rob.
No shit, really?
Yep, Matt voted for Rob.
Holy shit. Good call.
Sean and Becca have voted for, Sean voted for me, and
Right.
Becca voted for you, Judge. So,
Yeah, there you go. So
But-
our people know us pretty well, man, because no one picked, like one person picked Rob. But I just
Yeah,
think
well-
that was because,
Becca said, Judge, he's already in one with LARPing, LOL.
oh, that's, see? There
And
you
then
go.
Rob has jumped in there to defend your honor, my man. And he's like, whoa, Becky, LARPing is not a cult.
Had to throw Becky out there.
So I mean, I guess it's got aspects of it. Like, it's not like, it's the, like, look, if I tell you that people who play fantasy sports is a cult, it's because I don't understand it. Right. So yeah, so I can see the parallels and shit like that, but thanks, man. Fucking good luck.
Well, I mean, back in the 80s, look, D&D was a cult.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
dude,
considered-
I was growing up in a Christian household. That was like the most demonic shit you could ever do, and that was selling your soul to the devil. The whole dude, especially with the whole satanic panic that was going on back then. Phew. Yeah, D&D was fucking something special.
But here's the thing: in terms of like Waco, Heaven's Gate, I don't think it's any of us. Like, I know the most likely thing is like, all right, well, I guess it'll be this person. I don't think any of us is getting roped into like, drink this fucking Kool-Aid, Jim Jones. Like, I don't think any of us are falling into that category.
This is where I found it really interesting having Sarah and Nippy on the show doing the guest episode with them, because like a cult doesn't have to be religious to suck you in.
Yeah. Well,
All right, so
the
a
dance
cult.
fucking documentary they did just no, but that one was religious, babe. Never mind. He brought them all in with Jesus.
Yeah, but like you've got these Mormon cults, you've got the Christian cults, or you've got this cult, that cult. Most of them are around religion. You had Charlie Manson. I wouldn't. I would say he had a cult, but it was really,
He had a
really
following,
fucking
but
tiny.
his cult was the 3 girls mainly. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was more a political ideology.
Yeah.
But then you've got Nexium, which was meant to be like a self-improvement thing where there was no fucking
Scientology,
religion.
isn't that fucking like? Don't you have to?
That's a
hold
fucking cult,
things to
dude.
Yeah.
And see again, they've got tax exemption because they're classed as a
Because they're
religion under
religious,
the
yep.
US. But yeah, they sit there, they hold the cans, and they're using a fucking e-meter that just reads fucking electrical current.
Yeah, but you know what? Tom Cruise happy in the motherfucker, so he must be doing something right.
Oh, but his wives, on the other hand, fucking packed up and left real fast.
Yeah. All right. So
Hang
this
on,
one
while
is-
we're on the topic of cults.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Tom, where's Shelley? Where is Shelley Miscavige? I'd like to know where she's at, mate. Do you not know Okay, so Scientology was founded by.
I'm lost on this one. Nate's going down a rabbit hole.
Scientology was started by L. Ron Hubbard. Okay.
Yeah, that I know. Yeah.
He died. He's already meant to have fucking reincarnated and come back and
As
relate.
an alien something.
Yeah, and started running the church again. But they're so got their heads stuck so far up their asshole that they just keep saying, "Oh no, he's still preparing. He'll come later. He'll come later." The current leader of the church is David Miscavige.
Okay.
His
I know that
wife
name, yeah.
went missing, just disappeared. Now, do we know who?
Oh, he killed her. Fuck
Do
out
we
of
know
here. She didn't
who-
disappear.
Yeah, dude, I can call it. He killed
But
her.
do we know who Leah Remini is?
Yeah. Oh, she called everybody out.
Yep. She got called out at Tom Cruise's wedding because she's like, "Hey, this is the wedding of the fucking century.
Yeah.
Where's Shelley?" She got fucking reprimanded and hauled over the coals. You do not ask about upper management of the church. It's none of your fucking business.
Holy shit.
You were an actor. You were a parishioner. You are nobody other than that. You have no right to be asked.
She dead as fuck. She's cut up in 3 different counties.
So, but Tom, if I doubt you're listening, but yeah.
Actually, Tom
Tell
Cruise
us
is
where
one of our
Shelley is.
biggest-
Vegans are a cult. Yes, Matt. Yes, I agree. Vegans are a cult.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next one?
So funny enough, it leads into this one. Which one of us would willfully be abducted by aliens? Like you see it in the sky, you're like, fucking let's go. I already know. I ain't even got to think about this one. Willfully abducted? It is fucking Rob. Heavy Drop. That is Heavy Drop's area. He'd be out there with a fucking AR talking about like, beam me up, motherfucker. It's like, nah, man.
I'll be like, what was it in Independence Day? I'll be like Russell Case.
I'm back, flying a fucking plane into the mothership. No, dude, I think Rob would go up there and they'd be like, Zeep, Norp, Nip. And you're like, no, man, I don't want to, like, don't probe me. I just want to go around and fucking see what you got going on. Like, Rob, I think, would treat it like a field trip and, like, come back and, like, not even treat it like a big deal. He'd be like, yeah, man, fucking was up in a mothership, man. We were hanging out and shit. Like, I don't think he'd be even, like, wowed by it. He'd just go with it. Yeah, I'll go.
Like he'd do it for the butt stuff, though. That's what it is. He wants the
fucking
anal
butt stuff,
probing.
dude. Look, what happens in an alien spaceship
Stays in an alien spaceship. Motherfucker.
It's like Vegas in the sky, man. Yeah, I think it's Rob. Like willfully,
like,
not
I
like
would-
which one of us is most likely to, because then I think it's you. There's a bunch of ancient alien shit that's been going on in fucking Australia for like ever. So you're most likely to be walking outside and be like, "Oh, mate, where the kangaroos?" Wham! And you're fucking up in the sky. Like I think it's most likely to happen.
So you
to
think
you.
okay? So like, if it was to be chosen, it would be me, but to willingly go, it would be Rob. Yeah, I think so.
Fucking Rob would sit outside with a sign. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah, it's Rob.
No, so I am dead honestly believing that most of the reasons why aliens are not talking to us nowadays
Because
is
we're
Oh,
dumb
we're
as
too
fuck.
fucking dumb.
I mean the amount of shit
Because
that gets posted on
430
social media.
Yeah, because 430,000 people liked a fucking girl walking across the fucking parking deck
Well,
for the
what-
I mean,
15th
people were
time.
eating Tide Pods.
Bro,
Yeah.
but look at it this way. And this is the way I see it, right? We have humans and chimpanzees. There is a 1% difference in our DNA makeup. And we look at chimps as if they're fucking dumb, right?
Yeah.
Honestly,
now, we
honestly,
only
though,
have to be 1% off the DNA of
Yep.
aliens for them to look at us and go, we don't even need to study them. They're a bunch of dummies. But we're now
Yeah.
finding out that chimps can talk. You can teach a chimp to talk. They understand the context, the whole fucking lot.
Fucking dolphins will do it too.
I mean, I'm Star-Lord.
And squids aren't from this fucking planet. Those motherfuckers are nope, they're aliens, man. Squids were put here because those motherfuckers can do wild shit. You mean to tell me like an 8-foot
Yeah, they
squid can
can.
fit into a fucking mason jar? Nah, man, there's something fucking going on with that.
All right, funnily enough, though, I've had Beck in the chat say that she thought it would be me to willingly go. I mean, I'd consider. This is the thing. I don't think I would just drop everything and go, "Yep, let's go."
That's the
boys."
difference between you and Rob.
I would consider it and then go, "All right, let's
But
go."
here's why.
I mean,
I think Rob would do it and be like, I'll be back by dinner. Like he would know he was coming. He's like, no, you're not taking me anywhere, Flopnarp. Like I'm not going for a long.
I'm
Like
going
I'm
with
gonna
you,
come
but you're
hang
bringing
out.
me back.
Yeah, like that's why I think Nate would do it, but I think he'd be like, wait a minute, what about my wife? What about my kid? I'm not saying Rob wouldn't care about his wife and kid, but he'd be like, no, I'm
Oh
coming.
no, they're
back.
coming with me.
Yeah. Oh, he's
They're
bringing
coming with
everybody.
me. Like, would you? I mean, look, I'm Quill. I'll be Quill. I mean, it's
So wait,
That's fucking great.
wait.
dude.
Does that mean you're taking the brother-in-law and the babysitter as well, so you can be all one happy
Oh,
family
my-
together?
nope. They're out. Nope. Babysitter done been thrown in the
Nate, you always
trash.
fuck
Nope.
for that, man. You
Nope.
just like, nope. And you leave Sweet Pea here. She can't go. She's too young to be fucking around.
Oh,
with alien shit.
Peanut can hang with
No,
us.
man, Peanut got to stay.
Well, Peanut will take my spot on the podcast while I'm gone.
Dude, that'd be the best shows ever. I'd be like, what's your favorite dinosaur? Oh my God, that'd be fucking great.
What's your favorite,
favorite
finger,
finger?
Peanut?
The
One
fucking-
she's
that
putting up her
sounds weird.
nose.
Okay. This one I took from a place. Like the willfully alien abduction was me. Like I wrote, but the reason why I stopped writing them is because when I was writing them, I was already coming up with my answers. So I wanted to be surprised by a couple of them. This one I automatically think Rob sits out of.
Before you
I think
move forward,
Yes.
real quick, I want to throw it out to the chat as well.
Okay.
Guys in the chat, people in the chat, do us a favor. If you just come up with a scenario, throw it in the mix for us, and I'll read them
Oh,
out
good
from the
idea.
chat.
Fuck, that's a really
So
good
while
idea.
we're going
Ooh,
through this, if you have a
shit.
scenario that you've thought of, and you've probably already got one of the three of us in mind for that anyway.
Yeah, that's great
But-
because then we don't, so we can get into like fully. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fucking
so
good
if
idea.
you've got a scenario that you can think of, throw it in the chat, and we'll talk about it here
It's
too.
a fucking great idea, man. This one I think is only between me and Nate because we've done it. In
What you mean, butt stuff?
kind of. So which one of us is most likely to start a long-term relationship with someone of the same sex? Long term. I think that's the key word there. And because of that, that's why I put that response. Long term, I think it's Nate. Short term for fucking fun, I would say me. But long term, I'm saying it's Nate. Now, Nate, like, you don't have to be like,
no. I want your reasoning behind this. Why would it be?
because as you've gotten older, you've had more relationships. And even when you were younger, you told me that you had like a best friend that everyone's like, we know that's your fucking boyfriend. I have never had a long term, even for more than, I don't know, a month, 2 months. I've never had a long-term dating relationship with a dude. It was always just for fun.
So it's
but
a
you've had-
one night banger, and then like
Even
go
if it's
smoke
like
some
here
pipe,
and there or like
and
fun.
then-
Yeah, it's like calling up for fun, like that kind of stuff. But it was never like, it's me and you now. Like it was never that. It was always like, or it was a friend that I've known as a friend and just happened to be that we both kind of had the same likes and stuff like that. It was that, but it was never like a relationship thing. So I'm thinking long-term relationship. I'm going to say it's Nate only because he's a better person to date.
It's because
right?
he's got
Like-
little spoon energy.
Nate, you do have little spoon energy. That's really fucking cute. No, it's cute. No fucking. Come on, man. Don't give us your favorite finger.
I mean,
you're adorable.
you got the big spoon energy.
Yeah, and that's upsetting because sometimes I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
well, I mean,
cuddle
that's,
me,
that's,
motherfucker.
that's your switch. That's your switch side. I mean, that's your whole upside down pineapple stuff going on.
But let me tell you something. I would, and it's weird because the word I'm going to use is not disrespectful. It's not, because it means what it is. I would date trans people, but I'm telling you right now, I'm most likely that if all this stuff goes awry, I would date a transsexual. That's what that's what I'm talking about. All female, the whole thing has a dick. I know there's a difference, right? I think there's a difference. I don't know. I'm fucking old, but like, I would totally do that. That's the best of both worlds for me, man. It's like a threesome every day.
Oh my God,
Like,
the
I got no
chat
problem
is
with
just
that.
tearing Nate up.
What are they saying? I can't see it, man. I got to get on that shit.
So Becky agrees with me that Nate has little spoon energy.
Nate,
and
that's
that
adorable.
goes
Nate, that's adorable.
I'm not even gonna say sorry, Nate. You're built for the little spoon.
No, fuck the lot of yous. All right, fuck. Can you hear me? Loud and clear.
Fuck
Can
the
you
lot
hear
of
me?
yous.
I'm a top, not a bottom. I'm big.
Yeah, but I think you're like a submissive top. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
can
you're
bottom
like a
from the
power
top,
top.
dude.
You're not like, I think you and the guy that you find would have to match energy, like all the time. Like, I think every dude that you find.
And I think that's why my type of guy is more in the twink section rather than the otters or the bears.
No shit, really? I figured
Yeah.
you'd want like a dude, like a beard dude like you and shit like that. I didn't think it was. Oh shit.
No, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Judge.
Oh my
I
God.
get a hard on for you every once in a while, but no, I wouldn't.
I know.
You're not my
It's hard
type.
not to.
Dude, the Lobo porn and telling you is going to be the best. I
Listen.
would probably look. I would
Could
dabble.
you imagine
maybe.
if he attached like a fucking dildo to the end of
Look.
that chain instead of the hook, and he
Look.
just threw that chain out?
I got to tell you this right now. I've seen pictures of me as Lobo before, all made up with the hair. I'm a 10 as that fucking character. Made up with the hair and shit like that.
bro,
I'm
I'm sending my
10,
phone
bro.
in
You're on
for
a
repair,
15 scale.
but I booted
Yeah,
that
that-
up because the
thanks,
screen's fucked. I still have Lobo, that one Lobo shot of you like throwing the chain out.
Yeah.
That was my background. I was like, fuck yeah.
It's a
But-
fucking cool picture. Yeah. But
All
like,
right, so-
and Nate, I'm not saying like, for me, because of me and you, it's not a disrespectful thing. I think that you would treat someone better to be in a long-term relationship. I think, knowing me, since all of my relationships have been heterosexual and all the play around stuff was always separate. I mean, a lot of girl playing around. I don't think I ever wanted a long-term relationship with a dude because
Yeah,
it's
but-
not where my lean is. I think
don't
you would
think-
treat somebody better.
I don't think that, but see, I had a boyfriend in high school, but I never saw it as that at the time either. It was that experimentation stage.
Right, it's the friend that just happened. Yeah, all right.
You know,
I get it.
but I mean, I had to know he was gay. He had dolphins all over his fucking bedroom, you know? So he,
You know what, Nate? That's porpoise phobic, and I don't fucking.
We're offended.
okay, I have one from the chat.
Yes, go for it.
Have one from the chat. Who would die first in a zombie apocalypse? Okay, yep. And the
Okay.
votes are in. Come on, guys. You're in the chat. We want to
I
hear
put-
who would
So
die first in the zombie apocalypse.
I put me, not because I can't handle my own. Rob has a fucking artillery, and Nate lives on an island, right? So like, I'm way more like, I live in far more like just straight up populate, like, where if there is an outbreak, I would do a lot of running. It might last 4 years, but because of where I live, just the fact that the tri-state area has more people than most of the fucking country, I'm not gonna last that long. Nate, I feel like you know the ins and like the murder forest that's like by you. Like, I feel like you got a chance of getting away and being able to be like, nah, man, I'm gonna go Aborigine for a little while. I'm peace
Well,
out.
no,
I'm
I
gonna be
said
in the
Nate
fucking...
because he's on that island.
Really? Because of that? No shit, really?
Yeah, no,
Well-
he's on that island, man. You can at least get across the country.
Yeah, but then I'm running into like.
Okay, can
I'm
I
just saying,
point out though
we're
that the
connected to
content?
two other fucking places too.
Yeah,
And most
'cause
people
those-
are gonna be like, I'm going to where buildings are because they're idiots. I'd be trying to get to the fucking woods. But so would everyone else. So I get stuck in a fucking traffic jam, man.
But yeah,
I'm dead.
or you can head up to Alaska. Now we've got to remember that Australia is the same size relatively of landmass to the continental US.
Yes. No, yeah,
Okay?
no, I know, but I'm
So
saying no,
like
no.
we both have as much room to move, but like you said, Judge, you guys can go over borders. You can either go down south to Mexico
Yeah.
and then even shift through to South America if you really
Or they can
had
both
to.
converge to the
Or-
middle and then we're fucked.
Yeah.
I'd last longer if I was in Montana, if I was in Nevada, but because I live where I live, I'm fucked, dude. Tri-state area? Nah. No, I'm fucked.
He says I could see Judge throwing plates from the gym to smash skulls.
No, it's true.
Skull
It's true.
crushers,
Dude,
man.
I've thought about it. I've thought
You know
about
what?
it. I would
I've
have
also
fun
been-
fighting and getting away with it and not having to worry about going to jail. It'd be a great time.
Yeah.
But I think
Nah, so the reason why I
I
say
would
Nate is
die 'cause I'd be
Judge,
more
you're making
concerned
it,
about
Nah, you're making it to me, Judge, and then we're good.
that's true. Look, if we can get look, if I was in my 20s, I would last forever. Dude, I'd live in a fucking sewer. I wouldn't give a shit. I would die sooner because I would be like, Sarah and Hunter, you guys run. Not all of us are gonna make it. I'm gonna do the thing where like I distract them, let them eat me, but you guys go away. Like that's why I know that I would go first. Because if there was ever an opportunity for me to jam up a door with my body so they can get away to a comfortable fucking place, of course I'm staying there. Like I already know that.
That's
not
because
even
you're fucking. That's because you're just an awesome dude. I mean, I reckon I'd be the first one to go because apparently I have little spoon energy. So
You just aren't going to let that go.
No. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, Not So Secret Bad, but soon to be Fuck These Guys is now hosted by Little Spoon Nate. Spoony Nate.
We're going to get him his own shirt that says Little Spoon Energy.
you know what? I think that's going to be the new nickname for because we all have nicknames in the group chat, right? I think my name is moving from Natey Nate over to Little Spoon.
Little Spoon. No, Lil Spoon. So you're kind of like a rapper, so it's kind of still cool.
Oh, it's kind of like
Little
Littlefoot.
Spoon. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not like
dude, that was a good one.
Littlefoot, like Lil Pump, Lil
No,
MC,
like
Lil
Littlefoot from the Land
Wayne.
Before Time.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you know
but
what he does
not
is
even
cute little
Lil,
dinosaur?
but Lil,
Actually-
ILL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
what
I
I said.
think Rob secretly wants the zombie apocalypse just so he can try out all his shit in bigger
Yeah.
areas.
So no. So I look at it this way: a zombie. If you are
Helicopters.
prepared for a zombie apocalypse, you're prepared
Yeah.
for any sort of
Any
social
sort-
breakdown, governmental breakdown, natural disaster, whatever. Because in that case, it's literally goes to the end of all,
Sure. Yep.
service, everything. Honestly, I cannot wait for a civil war.
Jesus Christ.
Well, can
I just want to sit on my front porch, drink moonshine, and watch the world burn. I want to be like
no, I
Clint
wouldn't give-
Eastwood from Gran Torino going, I used to stack
So-
fuckers like you 6 feet tall
Yeah.
and use you as a fighting position.
Like, I think that because we're all great dads, I've seen it. I know it. I've talked to you guys. It's not a thing where like we're just on the show together. I've known crap dads. I've known great dads. All three people right now are great dads. The reason why we would all do as well is the first person we always think about are the people that we need to protect. Always. I don't think about myself in a zombie apocalypse. I think about how long can I make it so that these people are safe regardless of what happens to me. I'll tape some magazines around my arms like Max Brooks said because they can't bite through those, and I would just try and get them to a place. Like I would get up to West Milford because Don's a hunter and they have a fucking like he will hold the shit down. Like that's where I would bring them, and then if I'm good, I'm good. But if it came down to get out of the car and I'm gonna run this fucking car with a handkerchief that's lit up in the gas tank so I can give you guys some more running room, love you to death, but I'm out. But I think we would
Let me
all
ask
do
you.
the
Let me
same
ask you
thing.
3 questions.
Yes.
All right. How do you park your vehicle?
What?
Do you back in or do you pull straight in?
It depends. I'm always straight
All
in because I don't give a fuck, but I'll back
Okay.
in if I need to get out of a situation. Like if I know
Right now,
that-
what is your gas tank at?
3/4.
How often do you ever go below 3/4?
Oh, a lot, dude. A lot.
Okay, so
That light
you're
is
not
always
going to
coming
do
on.
well.
Yeah.
And the reasoning
Believe me,
is
I know.
because it's not a bad thing. In a whole societal collapse like that, the first things to go on are food, gas, and medicine. All right, so those three things
Yeah,
right
pharmacies
there.
get hit. Yeah.
Pharmacies get hit, so you got to start thinking of things. But if you don't have at least 3/4 tank of gas in your vehicle, you're not making it far enough.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you live in an urban area.
Way too fucking
The
congested.
second, and the best thing, if William Forstchen writes about it real good, so does Jeff Kirkman. Jeff Kirkman's Black Autumn, if you read it, great book. Talks about how like stores like
Wait,
Sam's
Kirkman,
Club, all these
isn't that
places.
the guy that wrote Walking
No,
Dead?
that's
No,
another Kirkman.
Okay.
yeah, that's another Kirkman. Jeff Kirkman is a former Special Forces guy. Started writing books. I think some of them are getting turned into either a TV series or a movie, or maybe they're being produced, whatever. But like he writes, in a fall, when shit like that falls, you can't get money out of the bank. You
No.
can't use your credit
You're
cards. The stores only have what they have on the shelves because they're not getting redistributed. And even your big things like Sam's Club, Costco only keep enough for one day in the store. The second it's scanned at the register, the computer is ordering something from the distribution hub.
Holy shit.
So that's literally how Walmart, all these places run. So like these ideas that there's a plethora of food at these places. It's thing. Pharmacies keep the same thing, about maybe one day of medicine on supply.
Right.
So if you don't have that stuff, then you're looking at potentially being in the first die off, the second die off, or the third die off. And if you read Kirkman's books, or if you read Forstchen's books, he breaks down how all three of those happen. Right. And that's why I'm saying, if you don't have enough gas to get away from the urban areas in the initial onset, then you're screwed, because you're going to be literally in the wastelands or in the jungle, basically.
Like, look, if I'm hired muscle and someone's taking
that's why I
care
say,
of me,
man, make it to
I'll be
me.
fine.
I've already carved out my post-apocalyptic warlord area. We need fitness gurus to work our guys out.
I know you're not kidding. That's the best part. I'm like, I'm coming to you, because the shit that you're saying, it's not like, look at Rob's in a gun. No, Rob is not into guns. Rob is a survivalist. Rob is trained to think about these.
It's not even
things.
that I'm in a survivalist or anything. I look at everything as what could go wrong. Bro. When I go into a restaurant, I look at where the exit is. If you ask my wife, I sit facing the exits. I sit anywhere that anyone that's going to come.
I do too, just because I'm used to doing it. Yeah, no.
And I do the same thing. Like I sleep on the side of the bed closest to the bedroom door.
Yeah.
All that shit.
And but like Crystal can tell you, when we meet people for the first times and we're talking, I'm not even looking at the people. I'm not even listening to them. I'm literally looking and seeing if they have weapons. I'm looking to see how they're standing. I'm looking.
It's trained for
it's just how I'm programmed.
Second nature to you. Yeah.
And then after we've walked away, I'll look at Crystal and be like, hey, what were their names again?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of which, though, we're talking about apocalypses. Obviously, everyone remembers Y2K.
Yeah.
And, like, we thought, like, planes were going to drop out of the sky and all of that shit. Did either of you guys prep for that?
No.
No? Our family did. We had these massive 55-gallon fucking blue plastic barrels with, like, clip rings on the top.
Yeah.
We had fucking beans, dehydrated peas. Yeah. We had rice. We had... Excuse me. All these staples, like, in drums. We had drinking water. Like, we fucking prepped.
See, so it's weird.
Y2K never came about. And then we didn't do grocery shopping for, like, 2 years because it was
At the time, I knew some people in infrastructure, And they told me, they're like, people are making a big deal out of nothing. He's like, trust me, it's like adding 2 other fucking columns. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. But again, that was your first, crazy
Nate,
fucking jump.
Are you
off.
laughing at what I'm laughing at?
Well, what's up?
Yes. Yes.
It's in the chat. We've got another scenario.
It's in the chat.
Oh, go ahead, go for it. Go ahead.
Okay. Rob, do you want to run it or do you want me to run it?
You know what? Hey, since it's Nate's sister, I'll read it. So,
It's gonna be good.
who out of the 3 of us is most likely to get a head-to-toe waxing?
Me. Because I hate body hair, except for a beard, and like if I had hair on my head, I hate body. Dude, if I
But
could
do you
find a
have
way,
body hair?
no. I shave legs, everything. I hate.
No,
I
wait, but
fucking
I mean, do you naturally have body hair?
Yeah.
So
But
you
you shave
were born
and
a
you
hairy
shave and everything.
motherfucker.
Yeah, but not like a humanzy. Like I'm not like the dudes who wear a shirt and you see the hair coming up out of the collar. Like it's not like that. I got
Oh,
like
you ain't got the
patches
Teen
of
Wolf
fucking
stuff
hair and
going
stuff.
on?
No, but like, look, beard hair doesn't bother me, but I hate like it. Just A and B. If you have tattoos, even the lightest little bit of hair makes, even like follicle, like little shit of hair doesn't make like it stand out as much. Plus, and I just fucking don't like body hair. Like,
Look,
I don't.
I've been blessed. I don't like body hair myself. I'm not a
Little
hairy.
spoon energy, Rob. He's not that hairy, Rob. Little
Go
spoon
fuck
energy.
yourself. No, like I've got a little bit of strip here. I've got
Right.
my left nipple, a little bit of hair around that, but my right.
Hey,
But my right nipple is a fuckload hairier than my left nipple.
okay. Hey,
So
Matt
I don't
says.
have.
Matt says me if I was offered money.
Oh, if you were
Hey,
offered
yeah.
enough money, but yeah,
Look,
look,
man,
Listen,
I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
by the way, I almost bought you that shirt because I had it at Wildwood, and I know you'd fucking wear it because you don't give a shit. By the way, I think so.
wait, how's your laptop, man? You don't need to get it replaced, right? It's not covered in Mountain Dew.
No, it's got some on it, but I'm just gonna. It's fine. It's fine. I've come on the screen before, so it's just like you just wipe it off. I'm gonna fucking tell you, there's very little. Listen, very little I would not do for fucking money. Like every time I see a scenario, would you slap the? Yes. The fucking answer is yes. Don't even finish the sentence. Would you slap a baby for $1 million? Fuck yeah. And then I'll give the parents about 10 grand and I'm walking away with the money. Money's fucking, dude. That's why people like, oh, money doesn't buy, motherfucker. Money does buy happiness. You know how happy I'd be if I didn't have to pay a mortgage, if I didn't have to pay, or worry about Hunter going to college. Motherfucker, please.
I don't think
Money
it buys
does fucking buy
happiness.
happiness.
It just fucking reduces stress and worry.
Which then
equates
raises your
to
happiness. So not
happiness,
directly,
yeah.
but fuck that, man. Like, of course I would. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, that's why, like, Fear Factor. Oh, people had to fucking eat cow dick. Dude, I will suck the cow dick before I fucking eat it. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. Money's money, man. And again, I don't even think about me. I think about, like, how can I put this towards this or how can I do that? Like, yes, of course the answer is fucking yes. Would you slap? Yeah. Yes. It doesn't matter who's coming after that fucking sentence. The Pope, he's getting a double shot. I'm boxing out his fucking ears. Like, no, of course I'm gonna do shit for money. Fuck out of here, man. Like, people are crazy. Of course. I only have one left. But it's good because we're at like a fucking hour and a half. This one was good. And I think this is a really good one. Which one of us makes the best first impression? I'm telling you right now, I think it's a tie between Nate and Rob. 100%.
No, I think you're way off, honestly, but I'm sorry, I've got to duck out again real quick. I'll be right back in about 2 minutes.
That's
you
fine.
guys discuss this.
2 minutes. Jesus Christ. We need to take a shit.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm touching cloth.
he's got to go find the big spoon.
Yeah, taking shits.
Gotta go find the big spoon. Fuck you, man.
I think on first meets, like that's what I'm talking about. Before you even say anything, just your fucking your hello and shit. I think it's either you or Nate. I really do. And it's got like I I just think I always have like an unapproachable, and people have told me that before. I think you are like, you're a big dude, but because of just like your look and your candor and the fact that you're military and shit, like I think you make a better first impression. I think you would make a better first impression than either me or Nate. I think Nate's a fucking awesome dude, super sweet. But I think on first meets, I think it's you. Like that's just my like. That's
I mean,
just
if
what
we're
I think it
going
is.
with the whole, sociological aspect of it, you know, especially with right now with the fact that, I'm freaking clean cut and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff. I mean, shit, like right before I went into the training, I mean, I looked like I was fucking buying drugs undercover. I mean, I looked like the dude, like I had a van outside and said free puppies and candy.
yeah.
So I would say right now, yeah, me. But
Yeah.
if we go based off of who is probably more approachable in the long run, it's going to be you.
Really?
Well,
Thanks, man.
I come off as the straight asshole.
Yeah, I think once I get rolling. No, actually that's true. Because after people meet me almost immediately after, especially now in my older age, it's just like, oh yeah, like I thought you were this. It turns out you're not any of those things. So yeah, I think once I get rolling, it's pretty good. Yo, what's up, man?
And I hang on, they're muted because the dog was barking. But no, he grabbed dinner. He walks in. He's like, dinner is great.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, the dogs want it.
I know the dogs want it. It's crab stuffed salmon, man.
Really
Oh my
good.
god, that sounds fucking amazing.
So yeah, I smoked some salmon, stuffed it with crab, But yeah, dude, like you come off as the most approachable because I mean, just one, you work in a school system. So
Right.
you've had that ability to make yourself approachable. Nate works straight blue collar in, welding and shit. So people, and then he's got the little spoon energy. So they're like, but me, I come off as a straight asshole. So honestly, like at the end of the day, you're probably the most approachable and give off the best impression.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah,
Well-
no, I mean, I don't like thank you, but I definitely still think it's you. And again, I think Nate. And again, so Nate was gone for this one.
Yeah,
I've
I've had three votes in the chat saying it's
I think
me.
Nate is the most from first look. I think Nate's the most approachable. He has like a cherub face. You know what I'm saying? And fucking when he shaves, he looks like he's like 14. But
I
Nate
know, it's
has a
fucked up.
really. So they did like a psychological breakdown. It was fucking fascinating where they talk about just the shape of someone's face brings credence to that thing, like, oh, I just don't like his face, or he just looks like that, like just based on how a person perceives the shape of your face. I think Nate's like face in terms of a meeting is way more inviting than yours or mine. I think if people see you in the military garb, fuck yeah, dude, you're just like, oh shit, man, like thank you for everything. But I think the three of us walking around, Nate has the more approachable look, where if they're going to ask
Okay.
anybody for directions, it's going to be Nate. I think Nate has like the more welcoming, like facial structure.
Well, the question I got though is if all three of us were walking around, are our significant others with us too?
Yeah, then they're going to think we're holding
Then
them all
Sarah,
fucking hostage.
Sarah's the one being approached.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Crystal, I
know
love
that.
Crystal, but Crystal has RBF, like,
Yeah,
and she gets told this at the gym. Like everyone tells her that she's not. Crystal is the nicest person. She will do everything for someone. She will go out. She will put her body at risk for other people.
right.
Like everything. But people find her unapproachable because she's
Yeah,
dedicated and serious to it.
yeah. No, Sarah's like, it's weird when she's alone. She's so approachable. When she's with me, people act like she doesn't fucking exist. And I
You're
get
that,
it,
you're
like
that
big
scary
dude tattoo.
wolf, the scary
Yeah,
wolf.
man,
at
like,
night.
I get that, but again, when I was younger, I'm like, good, fuck them.
Hmm.
But now that I'm older, I'm just like, damn, like that, like like it sucks now that I'm older, right? Because look, if someone's in danger, right? I want people to be like, hey man, like this dude or this chick is chasing me. Like, yeah, I want to be that person. But the problem is, whoever they're getting chased from, at first look, they're going to look at me and then run to somebody else. And I love helping people, like, especially the older I get, especially women and children. And that's not like women are weak. Fuck you. That's not what I mean at all. I mean, my mom was abused twice by 2 separate husbands. I can't even stomach that shit. I can't look at it. I almost stopped watching Fallout after episode 3 because the shit that they put Lucy through, I was like, I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
Like I can't take women or kids being hurt. Even by other women. Like I can't even watch a women boxing match. Like, and they're super talented. I can't do it. I don't like that. I can't see that. So in a situation where it was like, hey, can someone help me? Yeah, of course I want to be the one, right? But it's never the fucking case. It won't be. Like, both you guys are getting asked for help before I get fucking asked for help.
Well, I think you're right, because I mean, let's face it, as fucking friendly and like nice a dude you are, you got the big beard, you got the
Yeah,
you're not even wearing a fucking tank top, dude. You got fucking almost like those ponchos, the slip covers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And like, you
I
got the
get
big beard.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, people would straight away be intimidated by you. Rob, I think the fact that he's 300 pounds, 6 foot, whatever.
I'm not 300 pounds anymore. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, 298. And
296. COVID helped.
4 pounds, baby.
Thanks, COVID.
But look,
I stopped drinking because of it. You lost weight because of it.
But also the way Rob carries himself as well, because of course he's had that training. He carries himself differently to every other civilian on the street.
Yeah.
You're probably right. I would be the most approachable between the three of us. That being said, though, I still want to be known. There was once upon a time, I was not approachable on the street. And I found this out, not in the city, but in a country town. Because do you guys know David Draymond from Disturbed?
I mean, I know the
singer of
band, but
Disturbed.
I know the band, yeah.
The bald guy who's got the massive piercings that had coming out of his lip and shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like a David Draymond lookalike. I had my head shaved bald. I had massive piercings in my lip. I had an eyebrow ring, the whole fucking lot. I enjoyed like being not feared, but people like saying I don't want to fuck with that guy. I don't feel like I had that anymore, and it kind of sucks. But you're right. It's probably me. All right, we've got one here from the chat. Okay. So thank you, Matt. I think this is a really, really good one. Out of all three of us, who would last the longest in prison?
Okay, hang on though. Now here's my question. Is it lasting the longest because they got the little spoon energy?
you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Or because they're just going to fucking kill everyone in the fucking cell pod?
Because if that's the case, it's Nate.
And that's the podcast for today, guys. Thanks for joining us. It's been great hanging out with you.
Nate's like, whose bitch can I be to make me fucking live the longest?
I'll
This
grab
is
your
the-
pocket, buddy.
Hey, look, okay, so look, I'm gonna
I'm gonna
have to
sit this
say
question out.
I'm gonna have to say it's probably Judge, just because of the way he looks. Okay, I have always been adamant to the fact that if I ever went to prison, I would end up being somebody's bitch. I am too fucking nice. I'm too agreeable. I'm a people pleaser. I would just do whatever I can do to make people happy to try to keep safe, but end up a bitch.
I'm done right away, so I'm the first one out.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
they'd
and
pick
look-
you for your work anyway, straight up. But
Exactly, that's why I said I'm the first
Let's
one out.
take let's take your profession out of this.
And just my military background, keeping it in there. Yeah, I mean, I would have to say it's the same thing I've said when I've gone into some of the tougher pods we have. I've looked when they've been like, "Hey, look, we outnumber you 56-1." I've looked at them and said, "Hey, great. Put your first 6 up front. And they're like, why? I go, because those are at least the 6 I'm killing before y'all get me. So, I mean, for me, it'd be like, akin to gladiator school. I mean, it's, I'd be, until I've got the reputation, I'm going to freaking start just murking people.
Just
left and
murking
right.
people, yeah. Well, I've just had Becky in the chat say Nate answered it for her. There you go. I gave her exact answer.
Yeah, because of some things, I'm going to sit this. Like, I'm not even going to answer it even for myself.
No, that's fine.
I'm sitting this question out.
Okay.
But okay, well, that's
Well, then let's see. Let me come up with one real quick.
Yeah, so I can't.
no, that's fair enough, man. Like, obviously, there's some things we can't share on the show, so that's fine.
Who would be the most likely to run for political office?
You know what?
Nate.
I'm not going to say Rob. I think it's Nate. I really do.
Yeah, it's
I really
Nate.
do, because Nate is fair, right? He's fair, but he also knows his, like, Rob, I'm not saying you don't know your country's history. You have you have political views about stuff, right? Some can be, outlandish, some can be like, and I'm too much of a people pleaser. I know I can't fucking do it because I'm going to try and please 100% of the people 100% of the time, and it ain't going to work. I think Nate's got a level head. I do. If it came to who should lead anything where he gets his say, it's fucking heavy all day, every day.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, like, he knows what to do. But when it comes to actually listening to people, taking in political commentary, doing that stuff, I sat and marveled about what Nate knew about his own fucking country, about the separate parties that they had in the Aboriginal flag, and all. Like, he's got a passion for his country, right? So I think in terms of just that alone, Nate should. I think he should do it anyway. I think he should be like a local Congress. Like, I do. He's a working class dude. He's a dad. He's a family man and shit like that. He works with his hands. Like, that's the motherfucker that I want to see run anyway. I don't want any more business people. I don't want any more of this. I don't want any, like, if you grew up in college and your hands ain't fucking dirty, I don't want you running for shit. Like, I just don't. Like, if you haven't had the real world experience, I think we're done with those fucking people. Like, I think Nate would actually run and do really fucking well too, because he wouldn't be like the fuck your feelings. Like, I don't think it'd be that. It'd be like, listen, man, whether you want to hear it or not, this is our situation. This is what we need to do to get out of it. I'm not saying to fucking bother anybody, but I'm saying if you don't like this, then this is the only recourse of. So I'm gonna listen to opinions, but ultimately this is where we need to go. I think Nate is, again, it goes back to the level-headed thing. I think Nate is more level-headed, like to the point where he should run for fucking something, because he just has that like pride in what he does. Like, look, man, I'm proud about what I do. Rob, I know you are, man. You got a service fucking history. But when Nate puts up video, like, that motherfucker's having a time of his life. Like, when Nate knows about something, he fucking knows about it. Like, there's no half stepping. So yeah, man, I think it's Nate. I do. I think he'd do really well too.
Oh, I think he'd do great. I mean, I've kind of co-opted your slogan, don't be a dick. Be nice to people and wash your hands. That would be my campaign slogan.
That's it. And
that's it.
But in today's climate, no one would fucking vote for us because
no one would vote for us,
because they want you to be a dick. They want you to be this. They want you to be contradictory. They want you to be inflammatory. And our whole basis would be like, look, man, do whatever you want. Just don't fucking hurt people and stay away from children. Like, what the fuck? Like, those should be easy rules to follow. But I think in terms of playing the political juggling game and hearing people out, it's fucking
we can't do it.
It's not even a question.
No, because we can't do it. You can't do it. I can't do it. I know Nate can't do it. And because we just, like you said, we're too well-rounded as father figures. We do what is right when, no one's looking, things like that. And that's not your stereotypical person. But getting off the political one, I'm going to go ahead into my second one. And it's one you dropped, but I'm surprised you didn't bring it up, because I want to see the answer on this one. And I'm fairly certain the answer is going to be me on this one. Who's most likely to rob a bank?
That's actually a really fucking tough one, because it depends on the parameters, right? Like, is it just for fun? Or is it because something needs to be done? Like, I'll cook crack if it means supporting my family. I don't give a fuck, right? So if it's just who would put together a heist and fucking rob a bank just because it seems like a fun thing to do, it's fucking you all day. Dude, you're coming, again, the helicopter and the fucking rocket launcher. Like, you ain't even going in quiet. Fuck a mask.
So
like, you're
I
going
literally,
in.
any store, any place I walk into, any bank, I look in and I immediately start sitting there
Assess
going,
the
okay,
situation.
camera there, hit it with a bean bag, hit it with a bean bag. That teller ain't paying attention to shit. That one's kind of over. Okay,
but again,
so that
you're
one's
trained
one
to
we're
do
gonna
that.
not. Yeah, but see, that's like exactly. You know,
Wait. What's the liquor that you drink, Rob?
Old Smoky.
Oh no!
Not tonight.
Tonight's non-sponsor is Sugarlands.
Okay. Shout out to Sugarlands because Rob has turned a fucking shade of alcoholic red on his fucking face.
I know he's
That is
got
now
nice.
beaming direct. Look at his neck. He is motherfucking.
No.
He is the.
It's hot in my house right now for some reason.
I don't know, man. You started
No,
drinking.
no.
Now you look like Santa Claus.
Nah, it's the. I'm gonna go with the. So, hey, you guys watch Moonshiners?
I've
I
seen it.
did for like a couple. It's
A little
fucking
while.
All right, so
fascinating.
it's Mark and Digger's Hazelnut Rum,
Okay. See,
which
that
is one
sounds
of their
really good, though.
episodes that they did. I mean, it's good. I mean, I definitely got to hide this, otherwise the brother-in-law is going to drink it. Like
I'm sorry. You have to draw a line, man. There's one thing to fuck the babysitter. It's another thing
my
to steal a
fucking-
man's
No.
moonshine.
What you don't understand is like, all right, so you know how people make fun of alcoholism and they're like, oh, you know, people are hiding alcohol throughout the house to drink it and stuff like that. Crystal and I
alcoholic
have to
does that.
hide. Yes, an alcoholic does that. Crystal and I have to hide it because someone else will drink it.
Fair enough. I wasn't
He
trying
has
to bring up
drank her
personal shit.
wine. Like, no. So Crystal used to really like. Crystal was really big into Moscato wines for a while.
Moscatos are a nice one.
Yeah.
So she used to have a bottle or two of it in the fridge. And then one day, she's like, hey, I want a glass of wine. So I get it for her. And she's like, this tastes off. And we had never opened it, nothing. And, I tasted it. I was like, oh God, yeah,
he
it's
was
like
cutting
flat.
it with like water or something. Yeah.
He drank 80% of the bottle, then filled it with water, put the cap back on, and put it in there.
Yeah. That's alcoholic.
Yeah,
Yes.
fair.
That's not a drinker. That's an alcoholic.
So yeah.
It's for the same reason why no alcoholics have a liquor counter. Like, I know a bunch of people have displayed liquors. They're not alcoholics because most of that shit would be gone. I never had more than one bottle in the house at a time because I would drink it in a fucking night, like the gallon jugs and shit like that. Like, that was a cakewalk. Like, that shit would be gone and I'd be like, oh shit, maybe I should go get some more. Like, an alcoholic does not, like, if you live with somebody who's a wine connoisseur or has like a beautiful cabinet of liquor, those shits only come out on special motherfucking occasions. That person is safe to fucking be around. Yeah. If you see a bunch of bottles, like a frat party just happened and it's all the same fucking liquor, you might want to believe that. You might want to check in now with that person.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, man. I went through a phase where I was drinking liquor that wasn't mine but was in our cupboard or on the shelf. Drinking it. So when I had roommates and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
I would be.
Well, no, he talked about his wedding night too.
And remember, I drank that bottle.
I fucking love that story, dude. Sometimes I just go back and just listen to that.
Like, honestly, dude, I can
open
only
that fucking champagne that was meant for you and your wife, and she didn't find the shit until the next morning. Tables upturned, dude. You're lucky,
dude. I don't even know how we were still married for 18 months.
Guys, I mean, if you haven't listened to that one,
that shit would have been annulled that fucking day.
Yeah, and she's like, and I will remember that because I listened to it so many times. I was gonna forgive you for what happened the night before, and I figured maybe we can wake up, we can have a nice breakfast and open a champagne, but I can't even fucking do that, Nathan. That's burned into my fucking head because I listened to it so many times.
That's the best. hearing you say can't, oh my God. That's
I can't
great.
even fucking do that, Nathan. I was like, that's like being yelled at and you going, yeah, you're right. Like, what else do you do in that situation? You can't say shit.
Dude, you're right. I
fuck-
was there like fucking fidgeting my toes and looking
Shuffling
at
your
the
feet.
floor.
It's when the significant other comes out with the government name.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Dude, I
That's
called
it.
Sarah fucking Sarah because she wasn't paying attention. She goes, that's not my fucking name. And she was like mad serious. She's like, my name is Babe. I'm like, all right, Babe, chill out.
Crystal's the
Like,
same
she
way.
can
Like I
even-
call her Babe, I call her Gorgeous, things like that. So if I say, "Hey, Crystal," she stops everything, looks at me, and goes, "What?"
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Hey, okay, well, here's the funny thing with Christine, right? She always has preferred being called Chrissy. And when I met her,
Oh, that's cool.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
can I call you Chris? And she's like, no, I don't like Chris. If you want to call me something else other than my name, call me Chrissy. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I don't like that. I'm just going to call you Christine. And so our whole time together, I called her
Oh, the
government
full
name.
thing, huh? No shit. Wow.
But then I said, I want to be Nate. And she goes, I don't like Nate. I'm like, well, it's gonna happen. So,
Hey,
I,
hey,
uh,
Nate.
Motherfucker.
Nate.
Yo.
Becky says no stealing her champagne at her wedding.
no,
Oh,
she,
shit.
yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a Halloween wedding. I'm looking forward
Oh,
to
it's
that.
fucking
Is that the
awesome.
one? Is that the one in England?
I've got no family in England, man. She's in Perth.
No,
WA.
where
Oh,
where
Becky.
are you
Becky's
going?
up at fucking Newcastle in up near Newcastle in New South Wales.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But no, the other one. That's my sister-in-law. She wants to fly over and have her birthday in London. So that's going to
cool.
be interesting.
Guys, we've been going for 2 fucking hours, man. It's fucking 11 o'clock.
We got to wrap this one up, boys.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, man. Fucking
All
good
right.
one. Ah, fucking dude, these are awesome.
Yeah,
These are
this
awesome.
one's been
Thanks,
fun.
everyone. Oh, wait, real quick. Do we have any non-sponsors?
Yes,
Always,
we do.
obviously, Tower 4, Comics on Coffee, like always. Yeah, Rob, can you do me? Can you just say that again for people?
So it's Sugarland
Turn around and
Shine.
read it.
Sugarland Shine.
They
And
got
of course-
they're out of
Here's how I know
Gatlinburg.
all of us getting old as fuck. I asked Rob to read it. He went like the.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out where his eyes are working.
and also, our last non-sponsor is Elf on a Shelf.
Yes.
Elf on a Shelf, absolutely. We love you. You've entertained our kids for the last couple of years.
Yeah. And don't name it anything
Hey.
that I fucking came up with.
Yeah, I was about to say, what name did you give it again?
Dude, I don't even know.
I don't
Two of
even
them came out
remember,
rapid
but
fire.
it was
I don't
the best
remember.
fucking name.
Shit Pants
I don't know.
Snickerbloom.
I don't know. That one's good too. All right,
But
ladies
that's
and gentlemen.
it. We're out of
It's fucking
here.
awesome. Yeah, man. We'll see you guys later. Love you. Peace.
Later.
Dude, what a fucking good one, man.
That was a good one.
That
Tell me,
was a
man,
good
I
one.
get these little fucking
And
gems
holy
to come
shit,
up
I
with.
did get red as fuck.